Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Entropy. This is early access. We have access to one act on this right now. I'm going to give it a try, mainly because, one, it was a gift from a friend, and two, it's supposed to be a weird hybrid of JRPG and CRPG, judging by the tags, and I'm all for that. Don't have any save file, haven't tried this. We're going to have tutorials and everything. I'm just going to be playing through it. We're going to be doing probably normal. That's going to be a little bit on the rough side. I need to turn it down for me, but it will be already turned down for you guys. Let's see. Advantageous rolls. Change difficulty cannot be currently changed mid playthrough. Okay, so we are stuck with this. Autosave cannot be disabled. This one allows you to disable. Doing so will allow manual saving from the journal. Kind of like manual saving, but we'll do normal. Just because that is what I consider to be the intended playstyle. The hanging man kicks, finds footholds, gasps down air. Untying his noose, he steps off the stool to wake his children. Dyfed the younger, ode to Entropy, stanza 1. Oh my. I have to say, this is already giving me flashbacks to a certain platformer from back in the day. I'm sure a few of you will be able to guess it, but... And yes, I did turn off CRT filters. CRT filters, at least the aggressive ones, drive me nuts. How now, men and women, and amen all. We, the Tragus Performing Company, graciously thank you for your attendance. Oh, is he fancy? Our humble play begins o'er 1,000 years past, if you can imagine such a time. Mr. Players. The sorry state of the lot of you. I can smell you from here. Did y'all go swimming in a brewery? Now, which of you is performing Vartano tonight? You're almost up. A drunk or no, you better not botch your lines. Okay. Oh, got Amen P, Man P, Woman P. Oh, these are protagonists. P protagonists. Okay. Since girlhood, you've borne the genetic traits of Clade Tragus, granting you keen reflexes. Young performer, full of heart, you've always corralled others to your thinking. And of the third gender, neither man nor woman, oft misunderstood, you've grown resilient. That's probably dexterity, int, and probably con. If I had to take like a rough like D&D equivalence, unless these just mean nothing. Out of these, I think this one's design looks coolest, but the ear things kind of throw me off. I'm gonna go Amen. This one just feels very vanilla. So this looks like it's gonna have at least some interesting style decisions. Yes, we'll do Amen P. Footsteps I hear? Ah, here comes Vartano, king of all the sorry souls of this wretched land. I take my leave. Your head throbs. You shouldn't have let the others corral you into drinking that 6th pint. Now, what were your lines again? Oh, woe engulfs me. Once the mere utterance of Vartano struck awe in every bosom of my kingdom. Now they curse my name, spitting its letters as if poison. But did I not rule with the finest, the noblest of virtues? Did I not rule with... Shit. Think. What's the noblest, the kingliest virtue? Oh, okay. This is going to be determining our stats. Okay. Heart influences courage in battle, reducing the chance you will lose your nerve. Influences speed, hit rate, and evasion. And grit affects physical resilience, health, and resistance to certain status effects. I will go... Did I not rule with an agile mind, outwitting all who would threaten us? Agility increased slightly. Yay! I will admit, mayhaps my studies distracted me. Mayhaps, with my eyes averted, the rot set in. Your Majesty, the rebels are at thy palace gates. Ah, to think the king must bear arms against his own people. Well, so be it. Squire, bring me my... Damn, what weapon was it again? Swords are governed by the melee attribute, which affects hit rate and damage for close combat arms. Governed by range attribute, which affects hit rate and damage for ranged weapons. A codex lets you cast a shaping spell. Success relies on the magic attribute. Miscast cause damage. We are going to be an agile character. I'm going to lean into probably agility and int, so we'll probably be backline. So bring me my spellbook? Or do we go with crossbow, because it's probably more reliable? Nah, we're going caster. Magic increased. Now throw open the gates. I will greet my subjects with manners most pertinent on this wildest of nights. Mark these words, in terror will they howl the name Vartano. This player of Vartano sure is something. They shake and sway with pure passion for the material. They shake and sway because they're hungover. If it's the same player I saw at the Hog's Tavern earlier, that's not passion that does it. They knew what it... Begging your pardon, sir, but an urgent report from the gates. Fighting's broken out, but with who? We're not sure. Probably just drunkards starting trouble again. You two, with me! Okay. This is probably going to be the battle tutorial. When on the field map, use WASD to move your character. E will allow you to talk to characters or open doors and chests, among other things. We have WASD. I'm hoping that this doesn't like trigger any kind of motion sickness for me. I probably might need to turn the sensitivity down. I do wish there was field of view options. That is one thing that I do wish there was. Camera. Yeah, there's controller and sensitivity, but I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Just so I don't make myself nauseous. That is still fast, but we'll be okay. Can I actually talk to these people? Nope, these are not interactable people. I do see someone... What? Just a minute. I have to get a camera angle on this. She tilted. Ma'am, are you okay over there? And we have stuff over here. Looks kind of trippy. Are any of these interactable graves? Nope. Okay. One of them I was hoping would be a reference to... There's a thing in Final Fantasy 1 that says, here lies Link, I believe. I was hoping one of them would have that. Hold middle button to rotate the camera and the mouse. Alternatively, left and right arrow can be used to zoom in and out. Scroll wheel or Y. Q can also be used to enter first-person mode. Note that while using that mode, enemies will pause their movement. Oh, so I can zoom out. Yes, that is much better. I didn't realize I wish I could zoom a little bit further out. Go like full isometric. That would help me quite a bit. Oh no, it is a flesh golem. That thing is creepy looking. I have a feeling the enemies in this are going to be relatively creepy. Ah. Demons! Yes, I had to take a drink. This deep in the glowing isle's impossible. Soldiers, stand firm! And you there, players! I care not if those weapons be mere props. We need every able body to me! Oh, he's talking about you, isn't he? On second thoughts, maybe you should have stopped on the fourth pint. We'll range in 2 rows. Theater players get behind us and use ranged weapons if you have them. Soldiers, defend those in the back. Now get ready. They come. Arrange in 2 rows. At least this has some logic to why you're in a JRPG arrangement. Rows form the basis of all combat for both the party and the enemy. There are 2 rows, front and back. Characters in the front row will protect anyone directly behind them. Protected characters cannot be targeted by normal melee attacks, but they can still be targeted by ranged and certain spells or abilities. Okay, so this is the Dragnog Knight. You have defend. Attack with greatly increased accuracy, but delay your next turn. Attack with a chance to stun, but slightly lower accuracy. You know what? Let's stun strike you. Yay! He's stunned. A protected character in the back row cannot use normal melee attacks. Only ranged weapons, spells, and spears can be used from the back row. So Tragus Actor, he has a melee weapon, so he can't attack with it. So weapon skill. Focus Strike. So we don't have any of those that we can use. We have Medicinal Moss. He's just going to pass. He has nothing he can do. Jeez, that does a ton of damage. When a character is knocked out in combat, there's a chance they will permanently die. The fate of the knocked out character will be revealed at the end of battle. There's a chance they will survive with an injury, but if they die from their wounds, there will be no bringing them back. Note that the player is the only character who cannot permanently die. Okay. So Tragus Soldier. Yep, just attack. Damn, this thing is kind of scary. Characters can use their turn to reposition. This allows the character to move to any free position in front or back rows. Use it as your formation has become disrupted. I'm going to do magic. And cause poison single target. Yes. There we go. Didn't cause poison. Ranged weapons can be fired even when the character is protected and even target protected enemies. Okay, so you are ranged. But with lower accuracy and longer turn delay. Okay. No, we're going to just do normal attack. So we need to bring the other actor forward. Characters may perform one action per turn. Each action will increase that turn delay by a certain amount, delaying their next turn. More powerful actions like certain weapon skill abilities have a greater turn delay than a basic attack. Okay. We don't have anything for that. I'm going to go ahead and use Bile again on you. Hopefully we can actually survive this tutorial fight. Press tab to enable more detailed tactical overlay showing character dice rolls. Q can also be pressed to get a bird's eye view of the battlefield. I actually prefer this layout, but I want to see that. Okay. Okay, so you can't reposition, which is a little bit... Use item, get medical moss. Yeah, you can't... Yeah, just go ahead and restore him. So he blocks it. Yeah, what am I supposed to do in this fight? This thing just is murdering us. I think that theoretically is winnable if you could reposition that other character, but you can't. After feeling like every bone in your body was crushed, there was only the briefest agonies before all light, sound, and sensation drained from your world. How long did you linger in the darkness? In silence? A moment? An eternity? You cannot say. Maybe we were supposed to lose that. We did get him down to half-life, though. That felt kind of like the first fight in frickin' Lufia, where you have to fight... Oh, I can't remember his name. He's one of the giants. But, yeah, you can actually beat that. You have to prep for it, though. The sand runs thin. There is no time. The voice punctuates your silence. It is the first voice you've heard for a long time. Maybe the first voice you have ever heard. Oh, what feeble people pickings these are. And the winds are weak. I'm losing sight. So be it. You'll have to do. We become the divine chosen one. Yay. And yes, the hand thing here is one of the custom options. I can show off the others. I forgot to mention that. Everybody died. Well, we got our spell book. The Tragus Company Journal, the prized possession of your troop. Take this back to Kuvas, where your troop called home. You now have the troop journal. Press tab to access it. This will allow you to view your party, the status of its members, and change their equipment, among other things. So tab is our menu. I suppose I could use a controller for this. At any one time, you have a single selected party member visible on the left panel. Okay. You can scroll through the party members using X and Z. When you access a new journal menu page, such as equipment, you will be accessing that page with the currently selected party member. Okay, so player, and then we can rotate through everybody. You know, all those other people we have. We have a tattered codex, equipment, tatty codex. Use the equipment page to outfit the selected party member with weapons, armor, accessories. Be sure to visit the formation page to make sure you are positioned to your liking. Remember, certain weapons can be used from the back row. Enables magic shaping. Can we actually put it in the offhand, possibly? No, we do not have an offhand for that. Okie dokie. I don't think we have any other gear. Probably not. Abilities, we know Bile. Covers both battle abilities and perks from the selected party member. Battle abilities are abilities that can be used on a character's turn. See their effects. Their permanent buffs. A new perk can be selected once more specific milestones are reached. They can select their first one at level 3. So kind of D&D-ish. I have a feeling we're going to only be able to get 3. Formation. The formation page can be used to organize your party. Oh, we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus. 12 people in our party. You may only have a certain number of characters in your active party at any time. Any extra characters. Oh, active party size is 6. Well, you can have up to 16 in reserve. So you can't have 12 in battle at once. Okie dokie. That'd be kind of a lot to manage, but that would be cool. I'm a sucker for big parties. That lets you have more interactions with stuff. Determine whether active party members will start in the front or back row. You can switch characters between active and reserve parties using this screen on the world map or near a party reform point. Can be found scattered throughout places of the world, looking for statues with glowing glyphs, like the one that we have a little while back. You can be in the back row. We have quests. which we have none, and help is going to be just like tutorials and stuff like that. Cool. Oh, wow. It actually has individual ones for the weapons. I didn't notice that until I scrolled down. Daggers deal low overall damage, but deal a large amount of pierce, as well as being the fastest weapon to attack with due to their low turn delay. Vital Strike weapon skill, which is a chance to cause bleeding. Characters with proficient perk can also use Quick Strike, which sacrifices hit rate to greatly reduce turn delay. Okay. And of course, there's probably books in here, as well as like all the perks. Okay. Interesting. We don't have anybody to interact with here. There is somebody standing over there by a giant chest. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to assume... I'm going to try this with controller. Let's go ahead and swap. I don't know what the controls for it are going to be. Actually, it's not picking up my controller. I would probably need to manually swap it to controller, I guess. Found 10 coin. Groovy. Let's see. Can we do it with controller now? That was my mouse getting moved. Yeah, no, I can't do it with controller just like on the fly. It doesn't hot swap. That's fine. Pray. Here under a simple shrine to the mummer lies a hopeless grave. In these troubled times, few can achieve a place in a soul garden where they pass. When they pass, but in fear of a dark death, their families bury them with the old rituals all the same. Interesting. I might change up my controls a little bit here. Let's go ahead and zoom out again, because that does help me. Just seeing if there's anything else interactable here. Doesn't look like it yet. That said, a lot of games like this don't have a lot of interactables, sadly. Looks like there might be a room up here. Does not open from this side. There's a chest in there, though. Looks like we can get in from the backside. Looks like we might be able to get a first party member. Or no, that's a fight. The demon silhouetted before you twitches wrongly. Cuts and abrasions line its flesh with bones protruding from lumps of clotted blood. It licks its lips.
Missed one, have we? Come hither, manfolk, for your blood pumps too cleanly through your skin flesh. My blade will make you pretty, and together we will rejoice.
It's a combat!
It's a little bit of a fight.
Go ahead and get a back scratcher real quick. All characters have courage, which represents their mental state. When a character is knocked out, their allies will lose courage. A character with low courage is easier to hit. No!
Well, that just sucks.
In addition to attacking normally, a character can also choose to target a body part. Targeting has a lower chance to hit, but enough damage is dealt, the body part can be destroyed, resulting in a powerful debuff. For instance, severing an enemy's arm may mean they can no longer use that weapon they held in that hand. Disabling a leg will mean they no longer reposition. Some monsters will have unique body parts with specific injury debuffs. It's worth experimenting with targeted attacks to find out what these are. We don't really have much in the way of normal attacks. Target. Let's go for the head. There we go. I'm going to target again. I'm going to go for your head. Aw, needed 46. So I think it's using a D100 system. We exploded your head. So if we get really high accuracy and just go for headshots, we're fine, right? The post-battle screen displays the status of your party after a battle. Characters receive XP from every fight, which will cause them to increase in level. We are far away. With each new level, characters can increase their attribute points from the journal. Every few levels, they will also be able to select a new perk. The fate of any knocked out characters will also be displayed here. If the character dies from their wounds, they will be permanently removed from your party. So this has permadeath. So we press tab. Our melee is 6, ranged. Okay, so our magic is okay. We did not actually get a huge bonus here All the key information about your selected party member can also be used to increase it if they've increased in level. When increasing attributes, you're given the chance to commit or revert, allowing you to see the effect this will have on the character's success rate stats. So you can also see contextual information on any ability stat belonging to a selected party member. If they've got injury, you may see it. Okay. Let's go with melee, ranged, magic. So our magic is our strongest ability right now. So we are probably going... I probably should have gone grit and magic, just so we just have tanky wizard. Heart is probably also pretty important, especially if you're a backliner. I do wish it would stop reverting to the zoomed-in view, though. You wish to use, be sure to equip it in the journal page. Yay, we got a piece of equipment. Does that actually change our appearance? It does! We do change appearance with it. I think I'd rather not equip that, though. Because right now, our evasion is 5%. If we equip that... our evasion is negative 25%. And turn speed 14. Higher turn speed results in more turns. Physical resist is 12%. Actually, let's go in here and look again. Okay, so evasion, block, turn speed. So turns to physical resist 12. So we take that off. Turn speed is slightly faster. Evasion is positive. And I think we're sticking with no armor. Whenever we get another party member, we'll go ahead and do that. I have a feeling enemies are going to start moving. It's all black. Who goes there, folk or demon? Folk. Knothag is merciful, and I recognize that voice. You were the performers, weren't you, Prithee? Suddenly coughs loudly and slowly, blood dripping down his chin. Prithee, would you heed the last request of Clay Draenog Knight? What do you need? Alas, our semaphore tower was first to fall to the demons before the alarm could be raised. There's an inn over yonder, about a day's walk thereabouts. It's got its own semaphore tower, the next in the chain to Kavas. Must make sure they've sent a message that this was a demon assault. Mayhaps word has got to them already, but I've met an old man who operates the tower, and he's a fool. Wager he reported only foul weather. Okay, I'll get going. Aye, you'll make the Grandums proud, all right. Here, take my mace. I've not the strength to swing it anyway. This shattered sword will have to do. Yay! Now leave me to my fate. I won't see my ancestors, but I've done them proud. Groovy, bud. Some medicinal moss. Okay, so we've got to get the person who mans the tower. Yeah, I might change... Can I actually change the controls? Controls. There they are. Rotate camera. Q. E. Look is going to be... that. We'll click OK. Apply. Resume. So that's going to give us first-person view. And then I have Q and E. Oh, that is so much better. Okay. Nice and smooth movement. Oh, my camera's being taken over. Give us a greater view. You enter an enemy's line of sight, it will chase you and attack you down. But if you approach the enemy from behind, even if you are running. This means it's possible to avoid encounters, but you can also use the right button to unsheath your weapon, and it will be ready to strike an enemy. Striking an unaware enemy will give you an advantage in battle, allowing the characters to strike first. I think I see the enemy over there. And it's going to take me a minute. Okay, so we got lungs. Sir? How did you see me through the fucking wall? Leave me alone. How did he see me through the wall? I know not things such as these. Does he find me? Yeah, I have to say, camera in this actually fighting me a little bit. I might actually need it to be both mouse look and other things. That still feels best for like motion sickness, so maybe I do keep that mouse look. Do we have a V on anything? I don't think so. So I will do that for V. Interact is left mouse. Okay. Okay. Apply changes. So now we still have this. Go first person, we do V. Yeah, I don't know why it takes my camera there. Okay, so he goes around. But how did he see me through the wall? I think I stabbed him. Advantage, yes. Okay. Magic, bile, demon lungs. Poisoned. Now we target attack. Does it actually have a head? No, it's got bronchi and body. Rolled a 34, needed a 39. Ow. Only takes 1 damage from my poison, sadly. Okay, so it should just die on its turn? Yes. Nope, it didn't. Items. We have... I really wish I wouldn't have used that medical moss earlier. Probably would be handy in the future. We'll probably get more. It's probably a reasonable... Although with permadeath, games tend to give you less healing items, so maybe not. But we got him. Okay. How do I get up to that? Because there was a door on the backside. But I don't see a way to get to the backside of that building. Because maybe it's from the top? That would be dumb. That'd be all the dumbs. It's whatever. We're good. We're just going to proceed with the story. If we don't get all the loot, we don't get all the loot. This is still early access, so there's still a ways to go in it. Hi, guy. Please, have you seen my night ship out there? I'm a mere squire, a worm. My stomach failed me and I ran away. My master, the brave hedgehog, he stayed there to protect... Hedgehog. I read that as hedgehog, I'm sorry. He stayed there to protect the bondsfolk. Your night ship is dead. I stayed too. No, forsaken fool! I am but a stain on our ancestral stone. Woe to the clade of Draenog. I couldn't even hold the ranks. So hold the ranks with me now. Hello, he's full of shit. Ah, my blessings upon you. I won't let you down. Well, I might. Well, I probably will. But Master always said I could take a bonk to the head like nobody else. So at the very least, I can get in the enemy's way. Okay, so we have a new party member. Formation. Yes, he is in the front. Actually, move you there. Oh, it just centralizes them. Okay. I thought I could move them left and right. We're going to do equipment. You already have rusty armor, so that doesn't change anything for you. You have a militia shield and a rusty mace. So we basically have gotten martial character equipment here at the start.
It's almost like it wants me to be a martial character.
What does defense do? Melee and grit. He has absolutely no other abilities. Yeah, what does defense do? Let's look and help. Advantage, rose, piercing, courage, death, reposition, hiring mercs. Defense, defense, defense. Not seeing it. Page, inventory, formation page, quest page, mercenary board. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't say. But now we can stand in the back and use our magic. There isn't a mana system yet, surprisingly. One of the utmost importance to recruit new party members. Some party members will offer to join your party when talked to. You can also purchase new ones from a mercenary notice board. Make sure to check the equipment of any new party members. You can also use the journal formation page to range them into the front and back rows. Okay, so we got 2 enemies there. Oh, woe upon us. Veritable demons block our path. I hate to admit it, but we're done for. Shall we fall on swords quickly to get it over with? He whacks himself in the head a few times. No, no, no. For the Oram of our ancestors, we must be strong. We must die in glorious combat, even if we have no chance to prevail. I notice you have a codex of spells on your person, correct? Oh, you must be a very clever, erudite soul, knowing such rare and forgotten things. Perhaps you can cast your magic upon the armored demon to bypass its defenses. I shall bravely attack those small walking lungs. Yes, that surely seems like a fight I am worthy of. Maybe if I target its Brockeye, I could stop it using its special abilities. But they're looking at us. Oh, fi! Wait, is there still time to run? No, there's not. We don't need to run, you're fine. It's 2-on-2, my guy. Okay, shaping spells and channeling spells can be cast like ranged weapons. While exceptionally powerful spells can miscast, not only causing the spell to fail, but also the caster to receive damage. Right now, you only have a codex spell casting item, which means you can only cast shaping spells. These physically based spells are difficult to cast, but can have devastating effects. When you find or purchase a new spell, it will become available for all casters in your party, even new recruits. Finally, if a party member gains certain perks, such as Shape or Wizard or Overcast, the spells available to them will become more powerful. Be sure to check Abilities Journal. I hope we eventually get some healing spells as well. I will bile you. And you... I'm gonna follow his strategy. There we go. Okay, so armor just flat negates damage. Okay. So maybe I should. Oh, nice showing off the miscast there. I really wish it wasn't feeling like it was almost tutorialized like that. So yeah, it does just... Oh, 1 break. What does break do? Does that lower... Does he have like... Oh, okay. I think that gray bar is the break. He's gonna run away. Okay, so you attack the demon lungs. That gets rid of that. 1 break negated. Is he going to run away? I don't know what the break is. Both our characters' enemies have a defense value determined by armor, which negates a certain amount of total damage. A high enough defense will completely negate any damage to health. To counter defense, all weapons have a pierce and break stat. Okay. Pierce is the amount of weapons' total damage that will ignore defense, dealing direct health damage. Weapons such as daggers have high pierce. Break, meanwhile, will negate defense by that amount with each attack until the end of the fight. With break weapons, it is possible to reduce a character's defense to 0. Maces have high break. After battle, your characters will automatically regain their poise and repair any equipment, meaning you'll always start with a full defense. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. I like that system. There you go, buddy. Die. I wish we started with full health. It's fine. Excuse me. Note that you must pay your mercenaries. Any money received from battle will significantly reduced by the number of active party members you have, and slightly reduced by the number of reserve party members. Characters won't leave your party if you run out of money, but you will be very poor. Okay. So they basically take their cut after each battle. This is fine. Of course, we want to check the loot. A simple leather hat. Okay, so if we press tab, equipment, you now have a leather hat. Don't die on me, dumbass. And since this is just straight damage reduction, I'll go ahead and take it. Can we actually... Oh, we can have it offhand as well. Okay. So we can be... We're not going to attack with that unless we get thrown into the butt end of things, but... This is fine. Inventory, we have medicinal moss. How much does it restore, actually? 12 to 22. You are 20 down. I think it might actually be worth using it on you. And then on you. So now we have 3 left. Okay, so that guy's facing away from us. Oh, I didn't get... God. Yeah, I'm going to lose it against the camera. Make sure you check your weapon skills for your equipped weapons and then use them to advantage your battle. Every type of weapon has an associated weapon skill that can be used instead of a normal attack. They're often more tactical, though. They may have certain drawbacks. Sword has focus strike weapon skill, which almost guarantees your hit will target. You will hit your target, but at the cost of delaying your next turn. Maces, meanwhile, can perform stun, which sacrifices accuracy for stunning. You can find out more information, yada yada. Okay. So we could go for a stun strike. I think we actually do just want to do a target strike on the lungs, on the bronchi. Did not get the status effect there. Let's use magic bile. I'm going to go after the demon lungs. I'm going to focus fire this time as opposed to split attacking. Hardened. Okay. You are going to target bronchi again. Magic bile. I do like the turn order thing over here. I'm slowly getting used to it. Oof. At least we negated 2 of that damage. Armor is being important for us right now. Just a straight up attack it. Kill it off. So there's the lungs down. Didn't start with advantage on this, but this is fine. Oh, for fuck's sake. We have like 90-something% chance of... Well, I was assuming it was a percent chance, but we failed twice now. Let's go for... right arm. Okay. Magic. Okay, if we go to that... Okay, so it actually does show us... We don't have the ability to use those because they're at a range. Yeah, it shows us like where the turn order will put us at, so that is actually a good thing to see. Why are we miscast? Is it because we have armor on? Okay, target left arm. Oh, it killed it. I was hoping we could have it disarmed. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm going to go check my miscast now, see if that is increased. Okay. Yeah, there is a annoying thing about the camera that it is trying to, like, correct itself every now and then whenever we get into places. Which is actually causing it to fight me more than I would like. Okay, so player status. Magic cast 92%. Best chance. Okay. Base chance to successfully cast spells. Does our having other stuff actually ruin our ability to do that? Because this doesn't say it has a miscast chance. Does this have a miscast chance? That is a two-hander. I don't think that can attack from the back row, so we're just going to stick with Tatty Codex. And we're going to take that off of our offhand. Maybe that'll improve our miscast chance, because that sucked. We had 2 miscasts there. Okay, do we actually have a map? We do not. I'll fight you. Hi. How you doing there, bud? It's just one of you. We got advantage, so we can get advantage even if they've spotted us if we stab them early enough. Okay. Armored Demon, we are going to go... We're going to go right arm first. Bile. Right arm in the hope that we get rid of its weapon. So, target. Right arm. That gets rid of its weapon. That's going to greatly reduce the amount of damage it does. Bonk. That was a good fight. That one went well for us. Okay, so we got a little bit more XP. We're working towards that 500. Okay, so this goes down in further. There's another person over there. This doesn't feel like it's leaving the city, so... Remember, Entropy autosaves your progress. If you quit the game, the next time you play, will respawn at the last shrine you visited. There's no game over, but your mercenaries can die permanently, so watch your step. So maybe this is exiting? Yeah, the dude standing on a stage feels like boss fight. I'm going to go down here first. Because it looks like we have another body down here. Hello. Are you getting out here? Come on, let's make a break for it together. Sure, let's go. Kurka has joined your party. If we get in a fight with any demons, let's try and run, okay? No. I will not run. I will not hide. Open you. Can stop a crossbow bolt, but probably yields to a bullet. Okay, so now we have characters. Kurka is currently equipped with what? I love the character style, by the way. Rusty sword. You are probably, just judging by the sword, I'm going to look at your stats real quick. Melee, grit, low agility. You are a tank. Okay. So we are going to equip you with soldier armor. Focus strike, piercing thrust. It's 1 break and 1 piercing. That's 2 break, 0 piercing. This is 1 piercing. Just looking at the damage amounts, Rusty's sword just seems like the best of the 3, so. And we'll go ahead and put a Rusty Mace on your offhand. I mean, it's better than nothing. So you're a tank. I kind of wish I had a crossbow for him. I would put him in the back row for a little while. But no, that's not what we got. Okay, so this is the shrine. Does that heal us? No. So healing is not readily available in this. So we have to be judicious on how we... God damn it. On how we use our health pools. Okay, nothing there. Yes, I am fighting the camera because I'm trying to use both this and that, but honestly, what I wish it would do is just let me keep this point of view and just be able to rotate a little bit, or even go full isometric. Let me go full isometric. I will be happy with full isometric. So treasure chest over there. Do we have one over here? I think he spotted us. Oh, it's because we got close. It automatically moves the camera to him. That is actually kind of... He's got a zone of influence. So I don't think we're actually supposed to be able to get back here. I don't think that's intended. I think that's supposed to drag us into an interaction with him. An imposing stranger in charcoal black armor approaches you. The flickers of flame you struggle to make out the figure when his booming voice pins you to the ground.
What's this, a rodent scurrying from the flames? But we recognize this one. You performed a play earlier this eve. We watched and listened from beyond the walls. We are not dissimilar, for my kind know how to strut and fret upon a stage.
The figure gestures at the ground, at the surrounding carnage.
You could call this a performance of your own. Pray tell, do you like it?
If this is a performance, the playwright's an arse.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. All sound and fury signifying nothing, just as we like it.
Hello. Oh, you got friends. Okay, shit. Go ahead. Go for the right arm. We will go Bile on Mysterious Figure. 0 damage, but he is poisoned. Target. Right arm. Miss on you. Okay. Mysterious Figure goes after the player, so I'm going to actually go ahead and have you right arm this guy as well. You go ahead, use item Medicinal Moss on yourself. I'm going to play each fight as if we are intended to survive. Left arm. They ain't got no arms. Bile on you. Fucking miscasts. I swear those are driving me nuts. Get rid of that one. Then you get rid of this guy. Or whiff entirely. How are we looking on health? Actually, we're doing okay on health. Let's go ahead and Bile Demon A. Because that at least gets rid of him. And now this guy's shoved to the front line. Oof. Rolled 71, needs 53. So we can probably keep player alive. Let's go right arm. And then we will go again. Right arm. You go ahead, use item again, Medicinal Moss on yourself. Magic Bile you. Oh, that got through a little bit. Okay, target, Mysterious Figure, right arm again. 2 more break. Target. Right arm again. We are going after that arm to try and get rid of that gun. And the more armor we... Goddamn miscasts. The more armor we break, the better. 4 damage, 2 break. We're getting through him a little bit. But we are hammering that arm. We severed the right arm, so now he doesn't have a gun. I think this is perfectly viable. Imagine if we had target in that first fight. Chop off the giant's arm, and I think we just do normal attacks now. See, we're victorious. At first, I was like, oh shit, they're going to kill me, but we survived. We're okay. Oh, and upkeep of 2, but we got 13 money. That's perfectly fine. We're getting closer to 500 at least, and we did get a medicinal moss from it. I will gladly take one more.
So this is the end. Out, brief candle.
Can I have your gun? Have your gun, please? I cut off your arm. Should be just fine on the ground. Nothing that way. You have another shrine there. 30 coin. We got some money. You can't ambush bosses. Okay, fine. I guess. It's fine. Liza, okay, yeah. So that doesn't heal us, but now I think we can leave. Huzzah, we've escaped. Yay. Let's actually look at help and see how to rest. Resting and healing. Resting at an inn or a party's camp will restore the health of our parties, though resting may cause enemies to spawn. Beware that some injuries can only be healed by a doctor. Iltec at the Blind Bat Inn offers this service, though there may be doctors throughout the world. The most severe of the injuries, such as severed limbs, cannot be cured by doctors. There may, however, be other ways to augment a severely injured party member. Groovy. So can we rest? There's the world map. Here you may explore freely, though be aware that while you may be on the road, you can be attacked. You're surely aware all compasses point to Tourmaline, the mythical ancient city. Why? Nobody knows. Because it's the North Pole. We're just playing Christmas game here. Kuvas, your home city, lies in the direction of Tourmaline, so it is Tourmwards on your compass. The road to the Kuvas weaves uneasily through these gloaming isles, so you'll have to follow the Torm West, that is west of Tourmaline, at least for now. How do I rest? The Crooked Tree. Hi, friend. You are a human. Use this on the world map to make camp. Consumed on use. Oh! So we actually have rations, essentially. Man looks at you with tired eyes. Some foreign creature stirs within his clothing. I think it might be some type of rat. It's a cat! That is not a rat! Meow. Well met, travelers. You can call me Lanark. It's probably Lanark. These roads are seldom trod by small groups. You should be on your guard. You don't seem bothered yourself. I've seen my fair share of battles. Don't concern yourself with my safety, stranger. Except you downsize. You don't exactly look prepared to face the perils of the road. Pray tell, what's your profession? I'm a player in the theater troupe, the last left alive. Ah, so you only know how to swing a sword in one of those Dyfed's plays? Well, I can hardly let you wander off without sparing some words of advice, so what do you wish to know? Prowess in battle. You surely need it. Well, ask away. Tell me of defense and how to pierce it. Okay, so this is, defense and negative by pierce damage. Pierce will bypass defense completely. Break. Okay, so this is basically what we learned already. Morale is hugely important in a fight. Combatants start with regular courage, but this can be dented if the battle turns against their favor. Taking damage or seeing an ally fall in battle will reduce courage. It affects hit rate and evasion. Break the enemy's morale, and you will find it much easier to land your blows. Injuries and resting. They'll fall in battle. You'll not be able to rouse them for the rest of the fight. Their fate is with the gods, and it's only when the battle is done that you'll discover their condition. Okay. When a party member dies, there's nothing that can be done. You will retain their equipment, but have lost a companion. You can use them to set up camp on the world map. This will let you rest. Okay. That's all. I will ask for directions. I am looking for a place to rest and buy. Oh, you're like the Blind Bat Inn lies a day's journey term west down the road. Run by Eel Tag. It's kind soul. I'm sure many fled to the carnage. Okay, just don't stray too far west of that road. That way lies a bad place. Anyway, Tragus Gate is locked shut. That's all. Thank you, Lanark. Lennox. We just stole from you some rations. Bye. So this way is Tormwards. This is east, Torm east. Okay, so Torm is just north. While on the world map, press the right button to set up camp for the night. Doing so will transition to camp scene and heal your party, though more serious doctors may... Okay, yeah, injuries may require a doctor. Okay, you may speak to them. You need camp supplies to set up camp. Make sure you purchase these from a shop if you are running low. In all the years of traveling with the troop, you've seen your share of strange and frightening weather. Yet out here in the wild, it never comes when you can expect it. The rain starts suddenly. It brings terror. Heavy drops are hitting your head, your shoulders. The palm of your hand. Looking closely, you realize that the sky is raining down teeth. Teeth that stop being teeth if you try and look at them closely. They're no longer able to give them a proper description at all. Seek shelter. Seek refuge from the cruel elements under the nearby forest cover. Piercing wind drives you further and further. The thunderstorm gasses, refusing to leave your lungs. At last, exhausted and befuddled, you find yourself safe and far enough from the storm to collapse in the darkness and find sleep. When your party awakes, you realize you stumbled upon a recently abandoned camp. Strangely, there's no sign of struggle, and plenty of food has been left to rot. You try not to think about it too much and gather some useful supplies before heading off. Yay! That almost felt roguelike. Don't think we can go into these woods. I think this is the gate dude was talking about. Oh, wow, you have a cool-looking dog. Guard outstretches a hand as you approach. Note one step further, you lot. The Draenor gate is closed on account of the quarantine. What's through this gate anyway? Any folk will tell you there's nothing but rusted junk beyond these walls. All the old clads fell to war or famine, and the scrap mines either dried up or deemed too dangerous. Few pass through here now. Must be some way. Only those with passage humors can pass. A special type of germ that you get by drinking passage scob. Diplomats and high-flying folk from Kuvis might have it, but not you lot. I guess we'll be off. Don't bother coming unless you got passage humors sloshing in your guts. Passage humors. That sounds unpleasant. You've got to get a disease to cross. Oh, can we climb it? Can we climb it? Oh, no. Every single time I see that I can move up on something, I kind of want to see if I can break the game. Just telling that to any devs who send me stuff. I do want to break your games. I know that's not necessarily the thing you want to hear, but send me your game. I do want to find ways to, like, get through it. Oh, what is that? There's a Blind Bat Inn. Surprised we haven't gotten a random encounter. Hello. Why are a bunch of dudes staring at a carcass in a tree? Young Eamon stands uneasy. As their sullen eyes meet yours, they scratch underneath their ill-fitting cuirass. Say, tally-ho, Wayfarer. Does thee come from Draenog, perchance? Yes, the place smolders in ruin. So the rumors are true. I sought to travel there, for I heard talk of demon sightings, and I am a hunter by trade. They call me Selgar. I'm technically a Strigoi hunter only, since the mythical beasts are long extinct in these lands. Other prey must suffice. Mostly rodents, if I'm honest. You're a Strigoi hunter. Last of the Selgar line. My papa would throw a fit. Me, last of the Strigoi hunters. A lad who's never even seen one of the beasts, and an Eamon to boot. They're wicked things, lightning fast. They feast upon human flesh and can be killed solely by beheading. Only a Strigoi has not been seen in the Gloaming Isles since my father slew the beast of Baranduk before I was born. Many assume they are but a myth, as they can't imagine 'tis trying times for a hunter of an extinct breed. Where am I? This is the Blind Bat Inn, so named because it lies on the road to Kavas, the greatest city in these Gloaming Isles, which bears the emblem of a bat, though not a place of import itself. The inn is host to a semaphore tower, which passes messages down the chain of similar towers on the horizon. Do you know the way to Kvass? Well, I came through the gate of Kvass, which is into the Knothig's forest. Only I've heard they locked it tight on account of quarantine. So maybe the only way to Kvass might be cutting through the Knothig's forest itself. Though that's dangerous, full of peril. Still, you want to risk it. The forest is Turam East on a compass from here. Farewell, Stilgar. Wait, before you depart, would you consider taking me on your travels? I'm destitute, see, but as long as I can take my share of coin like any mercenary, I can lend my sword to thine entourage. Sure, why not? Many thanks, Wayfarer. I won't let you down. Yay, more party members! Okay, so what is their equipment? Hunter's Cuirass, which is, I'm guessing, 6 defense. He's got a crossbow. He's a backliner. And range 7, melee 7. So yeah, let's go formation and we'll put you in the back. And we're going to change your equipment. Because it feels more important to have our frontliners because they're going to be taking more hits. Hunter's Cuirass, so you're defense 7, you're defense 8. I'm actually going to have you go super tank. Oh, you can't wear the... Oh, wait, I didn't unequip it. So you can get up to 9 defense. And you're going to be a Rusty Mace with a Militia Shield. You have nothing there. I'm going to have you have the Rusty Sword on your offhand. So you have less defense. But... And that's 8. So you are 9 defense, you are 6 defense. You are almost no defense, but we can get you a Rusty Armor. And you have a Militia Crossbow. So it's got piercing and armor break as well. So he doesn't need a ton of defense. He's just our backliner. And you guys are our tanks. So we've got 4 party members. We are 2 away from being a full stack. So that is a respawn point. We've got dudes hanging out around a disembodied head. Artano's piss burn me. There's no use. It's no use. We're trying to interrogate the darn thing, but anything it spits out is utter nonsense. A company of mercenaries made this old crooked tree into a place of grim folly. Cautiously approaches the grotesque head hanging from one of the branches. They're talking to the freak. Barbar. Creature's grimace ripples. We did him good. We have him had. Barbar. Inspect the head. Is that a tiny hand you see sprouting from the clump of flesh? It dangles below what was once the neck of this poor man. Try speaking some sense in a demonic fiend in front of you for a while. To very little six the head. Okay. Who are you? A dear friend. The head squints, seemingly in the direction of one of the mercenaries. A nay, barbar. Were you at Drainog? One of the mercenaries overhears you. We caught him a while ago, way before the refugees started to flow in. He still had a full body back then, too. I was at Drainog, my dear. We was at Drainog, Barbar. Barbar, holy, we did him good. Did him tidy, like a plate that is licked all clean. That discharges something that can only be described as a faint fart, laying it over the general terrible odor that you've been shrouded. Okay. What is your mission? To kill, to break, to maim. Bar. The head seems to be physically exhausted. Never mind. Head continues to murmur, slowly rotting. Inspect the head again. Can we actually chop off the tiny hand? Slowly rotting. Because it seems like it's more regrowing than necessarily rotting there. Oh, what is this camera angle? The woman is unresponsive. Her eyes still see the flames of Drainog. Okay, so she doesn't have anything for us. Okay, so it looks like we actually have multiple places here. Can't take camera here. And there, don't see a chest back there. And yes, I am looking for chests. So we do have a dude in there. I will gladly take 10 coin. And yes, this is a windmill, so it's going to make noises. I think. Hello, dear friend. I've come to rob you. The semaphore operator looks a little lethargic. It seems like he's not entirely there. After his gaze quickly slides across your face, you can also tell that he's definitely not interested in you. Oh, what is this? What do you want? Have you sent a message to Kavas about the demon attack? And why would I have done such a thing? Sure, there's been folks swarming the inn talking about demons and whatnot, but there are demons everywhere these days, and folks are quickly spooked. Reckon it was all just bad weather. Nothing to worry good folks at Kavas about. I was there. It was a demon attack, old man. Well, now that I think of it, suppose nobody actually mentioned any bad weather, but I ain't climbing up all those ladder rungs with these old knees. Not at this time of day. You'll have to do it yourself. Well, what do? Listen carefully now, because I'll only say this once. Climb the ladder and use the semaphore controls. Pull the left, then the right, then the left again. Spit on the eye and give it a yank. So left, spit. Got it. Leave an old man to his musings. So left, spit. Seems to connect to the semaphore. Okay, so try to operate it. Left, spit. Pull the levers and feel the mechanism shudder to life above you. So is that everything we needed to do there? Reverse. Man appears to have dozed off. Okay.
Well, we sent the message.
Watch, it's gonna, yep. I predicted that one. I don't know why it keeps wanting to rob control of the camera. It feels like that's actually making it harder on the developer, but I could be wrong. There is a whole ass chest over here, though. Yay, more money. Not a lot of money, because I think we're currently sitting at how much money? 91 gold and 5 camp supplies. We have enough for, like, a loud... we can purchase a loud fart. Party reform points can be found scattered throughout the world, storing glyphs. These meeting places, you're able to switch characters between active and reserve. Remember, you can always switch characters on the world map. Okay. We don't have any reserve party members yet, but I will be sure to consider that. Resting at an inn or the party's camp will restore the health, though resting may cause enemies to respawn. Be aware that some injuries can only be cured, yada, yada, yada. We already actually got that information. There's probably the recruit board, judging by pictures on it.
Oh, poor thing. Are you a survivor of Draenog? We've others claiming refuge here, too. My name's Yeltag. Please let me know if you're in want of a bed or anything else.
Looking for hired swords.
Aye, the road can be dangerous for a loner. Well, there's a notice board over there on the other side of the room. Some folks will gladly join you for the right price.
Like to buy supplies. We're running low, but I'll see what I can muster. Bleeding removed. Medical moss. How much is it? Is it 2? Okay, it's 2. Okay, cancel that. Usable. Soldier armor is pretty good, but it's expansive. Okay, key items, nothing there. I do want to buy some medicinal moss. I will get like 10 gold worth, so yeah. And then we can sell some stuff. That's only 1? No. I'll keep it. Looking for hired swords, and we can just do that over on the board there. Medical treatment. Nothing to cure, because we've already been doing good. I'd like to rest, of course. I've waived the fee. You're welcome to stay as long as you need, as long as you're comfortable sharing. Now come, the beds are just through here. Yay, we can rest and get restored. That brings us upstairs, interestingly. So we have little coffins to sleep in. When Clothag turned her back on us, Draenog survived. When the skies rained putrid piss from the Vartano himself on our heads for 3 months straight, Draenor stood strong. But now, the The man starts sobbing like a child who got lost in the dark forest. Aw, but I could recruit you as a mage, and you could stand in the back line. You'd never have to be at risk of anything again. Oi, you there! The old soldier slams down his pint and affixes you with a penetrating stare from his one good eye. He interrupts your niceties with a wave, then blah, blah. Now see here, you look like you've been traveling. Actually, what accent am I going between? Oi, now see here, you look like you've been traveling the roads. Tell me, have you been accosted by those damn gloaming gits? Gloaming who? Those sods defile the name of our gloaming isles with their petulant moniker. But that's not why I hate them. Well, not just why. Those bastards stole my pipe! A thing was passed down from my father, who kept it with him all through the Third Demon Castle Crusade. He said puffing on that thing was all that kept him sane amid the horrors. I've got purse of coins for anyone who can get it back from me. I'll see what I can do. The camp is atop the cliffs, about a day's hike up the hill behind the Blind Bat Inn. Okay. Maybe he'll join us if we do his quest. Okay. Characters displayed on the mercenary board can be recruited into your party. The fee to hire the character is determined by their level and equipment. Note, some characters may be cheaper than normal because they are injured. Severed left leg, Dulik, mercenary through and through. Dulik is happy to lend you their blade for a share of the loot. That is an arcane character. They are all, well, you are cheap. We can't afford you. Jaroslav is an artist. For what little that's worth, skilled in blade and seasoned battle. Carries rusty sword, militia shield, brigand full. Okay, because he's got expensive. Suffering from severed leg. From Clade Tragus, known for its bat-like mutations. So he's just a good character. So pretty much anyone we can afford has severed limbs. Bogdan is tempting to have another backline caster. He carries no equipment. He is only 70, though. That is an extra attack. That said, we don't have an extra book for him to be a caster with, so that could also be a problem. Severed right arm also means a lot of severed limbs going on there. Buy supplies. I'm going to go ahead and get another 10 gold worth of you. And yeah, we don't even have access to buying a magic book there. Best route, Kunthog's Forest. Why the Blind Bat? There's been an inn here as long as anyone can remember. Long before the Dark Days, it's always been called the Blind Bat. We're the furthest Clade Tragus establishment from Kulvis, CU, and Clade Tragus is known for their bat-like mutations. Okay. Hence the Blind Bat. Okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Fare thee well. You weird little shit.
Oh, and it just took control back. I honestly would rather it just keep control of the stuff or not have it at all. After a hard day's march, you're cold, tired, and hungry, and your wits' end. As your party makes camp and prepares for rest, you curse everything from your troop to the forest, its spirits, and even cruel ancestors. You wake up all alone, but also not at all. A silhouette sits next to you by the campfire. Making out any of its features is completely impossible. A voice with no color or character quietly addresses you. You can ask me 3 questions, friend. For your hospitality, I answer. Who are you? A friend, perhaps, or maybe maintenance? A voice calls out to me ever since Drainog. What is that voice? The Mummer. What is your favorite play, pray tell? Unwrite this poem, giving thanks to heaven. Familiar with that one, are you, good sire? You feel the creature's smile. That wasn't helpful at all. 3 answers could satiate the rest of ye. In the morning, you find a black hat Sitting by a dead campfire containing an odd trinket. You pocket it, pack up camp, and continue on your journey. Used in the game of Lunatic Brigade, increases hit chance, but the cost of evasion. Cool. That actually would probably be good on Selgyar. If we go to Selgyar. Yes. You are a backline archer. You might as well be doing that stuff. Steer clear of this knowing what happened last time. Oh, so we can re-encounter these zones. I'm not trying to re-encounter this zone. I was trying to actually encounter those woods. We have this to encounter. There's a lot of stuff on the world already. There is also that tower over there that we can't get to because... Actually, is there? No. We can get over there. I'm going to do the places I can actually access first. And then we'll do the transition zones of, like, buildings and stuff. Why does this feel like they're going to try and rob us? Oi, you there. You enjoying this road, are you? The brigand cracks his knuckles. I've trodden better. Look here, you better show this here road some respect, because it's our road. Property of the gloaming gets you here. Is this so? That's a stupid name. You twat! The brigand spits and shakes his fist. Now look here. It's 10 coins to pass by this road. You're gonna pay up or what? I'm not paying. You're gonna regret that. Come on, boys! How many boys? Oh, you got 3 party members. Nice. That is definitely some pauldrons on you, bud. Okay, so target. Brigand A. Right arm. Brigand C is going to shoot at us. Oh, they've got a crossbow. Listen here. Brigand C. You are not my friend. We're going to keep targeting Brigand A right arm. Just to get rid of their weapons. Brigand C. We're going to go after your right arm as well. Then you start in on Brigand B. I want to rob them of their armor and all that fun stuff. And their weapons. Bile in on Brigand B. I hate that we keep getting miscast at 90-something% chance of success. It really does not feel like we've gotten 90-something% chance of success. Just going straight for that. That arm there. That is 2 miscast. What the fuck is making us miscast? It says 90-something% chance of success. I'm actually getting mildly irritated at that. Maybe I'm missing out on a mechanic, but that is actually frustrating. I do not know what this miscast issue is. Is there something that is causing me to have a higher miscast chance? That's 3 in a fucking row. What the goddamn fuck, game? I have a 90-something% chance of not failing. What the goddamn hell? That is so irritating. I love the game so far. I really wish that mechanic was more clearly... It feels like we really do have like a 90-something% chance of failure at this rate. It is feeling somewhat ridiculous. Let's see. Can we get 4 in a row? Hey! We didn't fail the 4th time in a row. statistically speaking, if we have even just a 90% chance of success, we should not be failing 4 in a row like that very much. That is an outlier at best. And we've also had multiple instances of repeat misses in a row as well before. Is it because you get a miscast when you miss the enemy? In which case, that makes magic absolutely fucking awful. We lost like a third of our life in that too, which is ridiculous. Yeah, that didn't feel good. So we got them. We have a place to visit here. I have a feeling this is their hideout. Okay, 10 coin. No back way in over there. I'll deal with you in a minute. I will parlay with your ass. Hello. Oi, stop right there. This camp of the gloaming gets. All right. Do your worst. With pleasure. Oh, there's 4 of you.
Oh, shit.
That one in the back has a sword, though. So I will do Brigandé right arm. You have a crossbow. Ow. Magic. Yeah, we need to be taking out... I think it's Brigandee. Can I actually target him? There we go. Oh, the spears can attack from the back line to the front line. Okay. Left arm on you. Target Brigand. Can I actually target Brigandee? Yes, I think. And you are going to go left arm. We severed their left leg. I might have accidentally aimed at their leg. Wow. Failed. Magic, bile. I think that might have been B. Yep, that went to B. I mean, at least he's poisoned now. Oh, right arm. Target. Right arm. Guy has some decent armor, by the way. Brigand C. Right arm. Yeah, we need to take out the backliners. This guy keeps defending, so... Trying to target Brigand D. I think that also targeted Brigand B. Nope. This is actually really hard to target the backliners because I can't physically fucking click on them. So, yeah, that's driving me a little bit bonkers. Target you. Right arm. Target you. Right arm. I don't know if it's intended to be immersive that way, but... Brigand D, please, let me target you. There you go. We got rid of their crossbow guy. Brigand C, we are going to aim... Right arm? Yeah, my goal is just get rid of their weapons. If you didn't notice. Because if we get rid of their weapon hands... Also, this guy should be using his offhand, but he's not. Okay, now we can just attack. We'll just get rid of people as they swing at us with their their little... Oh, they have healing items. Interesting. Not going to restore your bits and bobs there, bud. We're going to die from fucking miscasts. That is pissing me the hell off. Oh, lordy. Okay, attack. You. Because you keep healing people. I'm actually going to have to heal from bloody... Oh, he's no longer poisoned. Yeah, I'm going to actually have to do use item, medicinal moss on yourself. The fact that enemies respawn does mean we can grind, though. So I'm actually okay with this. Yeah, we'll do magic again. Bile on you. Probably gonna miscast again. No, we didn't. I'm getting a bit bitter and cynical about going caster now. I might just grab myself a bloody crossbow and just go that route. We'll have magic as an option, but as it stands, the poison status, exceptional. But miscasting multiple times and costing us essentially all of our life just doesn't feel great. Some party members can level up. Sweet. So if we go to... I kind of wish I could click here for this as well. Since this is early access, I am trying to give feedback as well, too. So we have 4 points remaining. Success rate. So 100% success rate if we have 10 magic. So we shouldn't have miscast again. Yes. And I will go... Too bad I can't, like, manually adjust my stats at the very start. I would love to, like, be able to have dump stats early on. I think I am going to go 4 points in that. That does increase our main hand damage. We have enough of them. See, I'll commit to 12. Since we are going the route of hating life. Yes, we will deal with that guy in a minute. I think it actually intends us to be a rogue, sadly. Okay, so nothing over here. There is a guy standing there. I don't see a good way to get behind him. Found some coin. I would love it if there was equipment in those more often. Right now, coin is not as impressive as one would like. I mean, that is 5 healing items, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. Okay, so we got 2 crossbow guys in the back. I'm going to start taking out Brigandet's right arm. Magic, Bile, Brigand C. Kirka, go ahead and target this guy's right arm. There you go. So he can't do as much damage. You go ahead and target Brigand C, right arm as well. Yeah, I was hoping we could take out their right arm and they wouldn't... Oh, Jesus. Well, we're going to have to heal you. This is doable. Target Brigand B. Use item, medicinal moss on you. That is enough to at least take 2 of their hits. Target Right arm again. Magic, bile, Brigand C. Okay, missed him with the poison, unfortunately. Target Brigand C and hopefully get rid of him. Yes. And yeah, we are trying to just get rid of this guy's right arm. Because whenever they're just hitting us with stumps, it doesn't really matter very much. So Kurka, keep going right arm on this guy. And we'll start taking down the back guy. Can I actually change views? What was the button to change views again? You? There we go. I was complaining about that earlier. I probably should have tried to remember. There was a button for that. Attack. Actually, no, you do a target. Right arm. I need to get another shield. So we're not double wielding like that. Oh no, we're bleeding. Shit. Selgyar. Attack. Brigand D. Body. Okay, so that's essentially just like the poison thing. I don't know if that lasts outside of battle. And are we bleeding every turn? It looks like we are. Yeah, it feels... Actually, no, you are just getting another turn. That's fine. Are you bleeding every single one of our turns? Kind of wish there was a... This would be a neat mechanic to add, by the way. Threaten an enemy into joining you. There we go. Let's see if we retain bleeding outside of battle. I don't think we will. If we do, that's gonna suck. Nuggets. Shid leveled up. Sweet. It doesn't look like they retain any kind of nonsense. Okay, so melee and grit. We'll do 2 there. Just make him tanky, I think. 28% physical resist. He has horrible magic cast, but that's not a problem for me. I think we're going to actually go like that. Although mental resist. Yeah, we're going to need him to have mental resist. He's already relatively tanky, so... How much HP does that give you? 72? I'm going to go ahead and get him up to 4 heart. That's not really as strong as some of our other characters, but it's as strong as our main character, at least. Seemingly broke, so that's the pipe the guy wanted. Hopefully he'll join us in exchange for murderizing these idiots. We do also have a building up here. I wouldn't be surprised. There is a dude in here. Hi. I meant to stab, but was too late on the button press. So we've got a gun in the back. We're going to target your right arm first. And we're going to bile Brigand D's nuts. Come on, be durable, you bastards. Target right arm. Target right arm. They got rid of one thing there. Yeah, we're just... Generally, my goal in these is always just go for that right arm. That guy's kind of ruined, so we're going to start in on you. Ouch. Oh, Kirka, no! Reposition. Target your right arm. Yeah, things are getting a little brutal out here. Right arm on you. So the back line do not have weapons anymore. So we're going to start in on this guy. Worst this guy right here can do is reposition us. So right arm again. Slowly breaking his armor. And this is going to probably be also just to break his armor. Yeah, Brigand A is the only threat right now. So we go full Hammond on him. Back guy is no longer poisoned, but they also have no weapons, so... And they don't have healing items. Did not break his arm, though. Yeah, once we get rid of your weapons, we have nothing to worry about. Worst they can do is just keep healing each other and be complete jerk faces. Bile on you, so everybody can just attack. And yeah, they can't actually hurt us anymore because all they can do is punch. I think we need... Yeah, martial characters are strong as hell in this. Okay. Another level up there. Almost a level up on Selgar as well. Some party members can level up. I am glad that I have that prompt, otherwise I would miss it quite a bit. Okay, so you are an interesting guy. You have a lot of heart. I think we want to just go all 4 points into melee, so you have a better chance of hitting. Yeah, 80-something% chance of hitting is... I wonder why you have a higher chance. And yeah, we have hardly any evasion right now. I suppose we could go evasion tanking, but that would be a late game with a lot of investment, I think. We can traverse that. And now I'm wondering if some of those ladders we encountered in the first area were traversable too. Slow, powerful, and ranged weapon adds ability buckshot, stun shot. Ooh. So now we have at least a ranged weapon for our next person. I'm going to keep crossbow on Doodle there, because... yeah, Doodle is semi-useful. Let's get out of this place. I think we've taken it for everything it is. I wonder if we can go back and do some encounters by resting at the inn. I do also wonder if the inn is still free. But I do like our party right now. We are doing work. I would love to have a full 6 party, though. My pipe yet? Yeah, but it's broken. Ah, yes, that's the one. Give it here. Grabs the broken pipe from your hands. Ah, looks broken, but those sods clearly just didn't appreciate ancient craftsmanship. Fiddles with the junk, cutting his fingers and cursing till the object vaguely resembles a pipe. There, a thing of beauty. Offers the coin. Okay. Along with the coin you promised. But you said it was your father's pipe. Return the pipe to the old soldier who gave you a reward. And we still got it. A pipe of someone favored by the makers increases your courage in battle. Yay!
To tell the truth, my father was a right bastard. When he returned from the crusade, he couldn't shake the evils he saw there. He joined those very gloaming gits and spent his last years preying on honest folk. Maybe I just wanted to teach those gits a thing or two.
Aw. But I want him to join me. Let's see. We have 174 now. We could probably do with that. Like to rest. Free rests are great. Do you actually have anything new to say? He's just gone. Okay, so we got Zima, but you are missing a right leg. Severed left leg. So you are one of the few. Carries a tattered codex and a leather hat. That is another caster. I think we literally only have one option that doesn't have chopped off bits, unfortunately. And it's a caster, unfortunately. Arcane, skilled with the blade, versed in arcane arts, and light-footed. We don't have a lot of spare armor, so we can't put him in the front line. But it wouldn't suck to have a second caster. The thing is, we're exposing one of our back line if we do that. Right leg. They all have severed frickin' legs. Who keeps chopping off people's legs here? I don't know what the severed legs actually do. Let's leave real quick. Maybe there's info in help. Injuries. Okay. New party members hiring mercs, loadout, gaining perks, spears. Extra fingers. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. What? Okay, I'm going to leave and come back and see if that changes the list. I want to just get a melee character that doesn't have a severed limb. That's all I want. I would also make the recommendation, when you're approaching a environment, have the player press a button to enter rather than it just like pulling us in. Yes, it does change it. Okay. Gouged eye, that's less accuracy. Everybody's injured. Can I have someone who's not missing limbs? So we can just exit and re-enter to re-roll it. But it's one of those things where I'm just really curious as to why everybody who's on the mercenary board is missing limbs. It wouldn't seem like you'd want to go on an adventure while you're missing fucking limbs. Yeah, everybody's still suffering injuries. Arm injuries are inexcusable for me. Leg injuries, I think, probably just reduce your evade. If I had to take a wild guess. So I guess they're not the worst thing ever because we're not relying on evade. It would be nice to not have to worry about any of that. Left arm. There we go. Carries rusty greatsword and mercenary armor. So Gifa is our leading pick right now. Yep, we'll go ahead and get Gifa. There we go. And that means that, let's go ahead and press tab. Formation. This is actually a fairly decent formation. She's a little bit low on HP, but she's got a rusty greatsword. I'm going to go ahead and remove your armor. She's got mercenary armor, which is a new armor by us. It's 4 defense. Okay, so Hunter's Cuirass, and you go ahead and get Mercenary Armor. So that gives you at least a decent amount of defense. You've got Militia Crossbow. Musket is slower. I think we stick with the Militia Crossbow there. Kind of really wish I had the ability to buy another shield. This is, I believe, 6 no, it's 4 defense. That makes it worse than this. That makes it better. But you have a shield, so eh. I think this is good for our front line. I do need to get her more health, though, so that's going to be a big one for us. Defense 0. I mean, we do have the rusty armor. Let's put that back on. We do actually also have Wanderer's Pipe, which boosts our courage. So let's go look at your stats. Art of 4, which is not bad. Art of 8 on you. So you're going to stick around for, like, no matter what. I think out of these characters, I think we actually put it on Shid. Because now he should have... What? Did that not count towards it? I thought that would boost his courage. But I guess... I mean, it should. It says courage plus 10. So it just doesn't show up on his status screen? Or is there some other stat that I am missing out on? Yeah, I am running into a thing where maybe it's under abilities. Nope. Status? Yeah, there isn't a courage stat. So there must be like a hidden courage number that keeps you from running away. So I guess we're giving that to him because he has an issue with potentially running away. Do you actually have any new supplies, by the way? Oh, you do have soldier armor. Guess we could sell some stuff to get that. That is a 8 defense armor. So sell. They're worth 5 each. Rusty musket only being worth 1 sucks. So yeah, we might come back and actually buy some armor. So what all respawns for us? And oh yeah. Is that growing back? No use. We're trying to interrogate the darn thing, but anything it spits out is utter nonsense. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's growing. Let's go see if we can get another encounter with some enemies. I don't think they'll respawn thieves. And I don't... oh, you know, you're still there. Hi. So you're just tutorial guy. I thought you were going to be important to the story. You might very well be. I suppose we could camp and try to get attacked that way. I'm going to see if anything respawned in Drainog. I doubt it did, but hey, if it did, that's an extra bit of money. Doesn't look like it, though. The guy over there is dead. The one that was right there is dead. Yeah, there's no respawns. Okie dokie. It said that enemies might respawn. And I was hoping they would so I could farm them for money. I have fun with games like this. I'm always looking for ways to exploit the mechanics, though. Which I guess is kind of like a character flaw, but it's the way I enjoy games. I do find it interesting, though, that our weapon doesn't change, but our armor does. Okay, we'll see if the bandits respawn. Doubt they will. Yeah, they don't. So we got to find a place where enemies do respawn. We've got a mountain over here, we've got an entrance into the woods, and we've also got a gate. On the road, you meet a fiery scholar from Vizay, who asks you for your assistance with a particular scientific endeavor in exchange for a hefty reward, of course. A beast known as Echidna lives in the nearby bog, and the scholar's designs are to catch him and exhibit his Clad's menagerie. Menagerie. How do you pronounce that again? Anyway, the scholar has already contrived a plan, but it's a two-man job. One will confuse Echidna with the sound of a horn, while the other must spray the beast with special alchemical solution. Sure. Lo, here lives Echidna, a colossal monstrous snail of the bog. The beast stretches out to you from putrid waters. Its shell is suddenly studded by arrows, spears, and stakes and broken swords. Is this what gave the monster its name? Follow the plan. Luckily, the saline solution that you spray on the beast, as well as strange musical vibrations of the horn, do their job. Soon, you and the scholar are loading Echidna, now entangled in a net, into the learned man's ornate cart. Bids you thanks, and soon enough you part ways. Local bondsfolk find a broken cart not too far from a pitiful skeleton and a checkered gambeson. Already dried up traces of slime will be headed into the forest's deadfall. Yay! Probably gonna have to fight that guy later. Did we not get any money from that? Nope. He promised us money. There's a guard dog. I don't see any loot on either side, but it could be behind this hill. Can't go behind the hill. Hi, dog. Woof, woof. Solitary guard hovers above, silhouetted against the sky. As you approach, you hear him spit. A few seconds later, a globule of phlegm splatters next to your feet. Hello there! Guard doesn't seem to react in any way to your greeting. For a moment, you wonder whether you're just squinting at a man-shaped bundle of tinderwood. I said, hello there! The guard shifts ever so slightly forward to lean on his wooden parapet, his booming voice tumbling down the rock face still manages to sound lethargic. Can't you lot read the sign? No passage. The road to Kuvas is closed on account of quarantine. What's through this gate anyway? What am I, a creshminder? This here's the road to Kuvas, the largest city in the Gloman Isles, and the seat of the Claude Tragus. Can I pet the dog? I'll pet the dog. So we're locked out. Part of me is, this is going to be just like random out of left field note. Part of me is nostalgic for this aesthetic, but this is not any specific era's aesthetic. This is not even PS1 aesthetic. This is PS1 inspired. Maybe Saturn inspired. Actually, no, this is nowhere close to Saturn. But yeah, it feels inspired by it, but not quite. Because, yeah, the pixelation is a little bit different than it was, even on games that were known for having a heavy dithering effect. Like, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's, not Grandia. Grandia is an entirely different game. It's the martial arts one where you have to choose, like, the different moves. It's a JRPG where you choose, like, punch, kick, high kick, and then it does a combo, if you get the right combo. I'm forgetting the name of it off the top of my head. I'll probably remember it 3 years from now and be like, oh shit, I should probably comment on that video. Anyway, while walking near Nothig's forest, you feel a palpable sense of dread emanating from the swaying trees. As your party walks in an uneasy silence, your mind feels foggy. When you come to your senses, you realize not only that you have entered the forest without intending to, but that you are completely lost. Your troop has traveled the island far and wide, but this place feels completely unfamiliar to you, even in the daylight. And so another whole day is spent trying to get out of the green thicket to no avail. Old Olzas and petition the spirits. Your stage steward spent more time in the wilds than he did with the troop when it was on the road. In time, you grew to believe that in his younger years he was the clad trapper. That's why he was so good at disappearing every morning and returning with fresh meat before each sunset. Dangerous foreign meat for you to cook Piglet to cautiously examine, soak in clayed waters and spices, and then prepare for the troop. Don't recall a single instance when he'd be late with his prey or got lost. He always said it was down to the spirits. Remember his wisdom. Find a nice big piece of tree bark, and on it you write with a small twig your petition to the forest spirits. You leave your message on a tree stump, and then you turn all your clothes inside out, bend down, and begin staring at the baleful forest from between your own legs. That is, for those of you curious, the reason the staring at things between your legs is actually a folklore thing. It is not just being silly. Staring between your legs supposedly lets you see ghosts in some folklore. Anyway, soon the image begins to spin, little by little. Instead of getting dizzy, suddenly you gain a strong sense of clarity towards a certain opening in the deadfall. Feel the forest itself showing you the way. Feeling incredibly confident, you march forward in the direction you intuited. Your party is overjoyed when finally the trees give way to reveal the evening sun rolling over the grasslands. Before you leave the clearing, you notice the wind rustling the leaves in a certain tree. Upon inspection, you find a skeleton clutching a fistful of coins. Intriguing. I didn't want to go back in. Oh, we got a random encounter. Yay! Hello, brigands. We're going to target Brigand A first. Right arm. Didn't sever your arm. Brigand A, lose that arm. Thank you. We're going to take damage from these idiots, but I think we'll be okay. Magic, Bile, Brigand C. Next one that we want to get is going to be a ranged character to go behind our tank up there. Okay, so who are we on? We're on Kirka. Time for Brigand B, right arm again. Selgar, attack, Brigand C. Because we just want to get rid of that back line as soon as possible. Magic, Bile on you. Let's go ahead and boost our morale. Morale. Brigand B, right arm again. My goal is to break his weapon arm off. Could also break that shield arm, but at the same time, that would make him stop using defend, which I don't want him to do. We've almost broke all of his armor, by the way. We'll go for your right arm. I don't think we're going to get... Oh, we did get it. Sweet. So Brigand D is now just a healer. Brigand D's nuts? No. Let's not make all the crude jokes. Okay, we can make all the crude jokes, but let's not revel in it as much as I usually do. Target Brigand B, right arm again. There we go. Now everybody's missing their weapons. So there are random encounters. They're just not super frequent. And yes, we do want a non-magical backliner, I think. That said, from the sound of how it's thinking of its magic system, we might actually want two casters, but I think I'd rather just have one caster doing what they can. Ooh, we got rusty armor from that as well. Level up for Selgar. So you finally get a little bit more agility. Selgar is there. We're going to go just heavy ranged right now. Commit. Because we want to get that up over 80% as well. I do find it slightly sad that leveling up doesn't give you like some kind of base HP boost. So if we wanted to just grind, we could just run around in loops. Yeah. There are random encounters. Groovy. So that is something I might actually do after we finish Act 1, probably. So target, Brigand A, right arm. Didn't quite break his arm. Reason I go after the one that doesn't have a shield first, because we're more likely to get a sever. But we killed him at the same time, so that greatsword is strong. Magic Bile on Brigand C. And this does get us money, too, because these guys, I think, give us... what? 13 gold or something like that, and then we spend 5 on right arm on you. But yeah, and then we spend 5 on keeping our characters paid. Actually, go with double strike on you. Then Magic Bile on Brigand D, because Brigand D is now the major threat. Although Brigand B over here is still mildly dangerous. I don't think they're as dangerous as they were. 1, because they're half dead, and 2, because they're going to keep defending. Brigand C is just having a bad day. Target D's right arm. This does seem like the strategy. I don't know if it's intended strategy, but I like the aspect of it being in the game. This actually does make me happy. Because we could just go completely nuclear on this if we wanted to. And go like an entire frontline crew. Just ripping into arms, but then we'd actually have a hard time getting to the back line. So maybe go 4 frontliners to tear apart the front line's armor and stuff like that, and have the 2 backliners just shooting arms off the back characters. Does not seem like a terrible idea to me. I do think we severed your arm. Yeah, it looks like we did. Yeah, he's missing an arm. He died from poison in the back line. And we're not going to have enough money to hire somebody. Oh, it costs 6 to upkeep them. Ew. We're not earning a lot of money from this. It's a bit. 10 battles would be enough. We might also be paying them more because they're higher level. I need a rest. Because we are injured ever so slightly. Let's see if there's actually any better ones in here. Oh, there's another frontliner. 102, though. That would be a good backliner, Draco. But they're arcane as well. Yeah, I don't think we have the resources to hire them. I don't even think if we sell the armor and stuff we have that they'd be that. But yeah, Aether and Draco would be both really good pickups, I think. Let us sell stuff. Rusty armor is 2. We have 2 of those. No, we have... Is it... Oh, they're 4 each to sell. Okay, so that's not the price. That's how many we have. You're 12. I think we get rid of the Militia Spear. That gets us up to 92. I'm thinking Soldier Armor might not be that bad of a pick right now. Or we could save up and try and get 1 more character so we have a full lot of 6 before going into the next area. Actually, we'll save up so we can get a full lot of 6. That's going to be... We'll want to save up about 110. Let's go grind up a couple fights. We can have a full team of 6. We'll have hopefully a character that can carry a rifle in the back line, and then a couple in the front that can be just completely destructive. And yes, I am just going at this until I feel like not playing anymore. I do have a stream I need to do in a few hours, but we can jump cut and just continue playing this afterwards. Okay, target. We've got Archer back there. We've got Polearm Bastard. You, I think, are already missing your right arm? No, you're not. Okay. So all of them have their limbs. We're going to target you, right arm. Target you. Again, right arm. Just to minimize what they can do. Okay, you go ahead. Let's bile Brigandee, because Brigandee can hit everybody. This one right here can only hit the front line, as far as I'm aware. I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, we're going to keep going after your right arm. And you target this. No, target this guy's right arm. Get rid of his pole arm so he can heal, but his heal is going to do nothing whenever we've broken down all their armor and gotten rid of their weapons. Wow, 100 and something% chance to do success, and we still miscast. So perhaps there is a chance of a crit failure. Can I actually scroll up pages? Page up, maybe? Rolled 2, needed 18. So we just take damage if we miss. It's not miscast. You take damage when you miss. That just does make it worse. Maybe I should double swing on this guy just to get his... Okay, he's no longer in defensive stance, so we can actually break him like that. Let's go double strike on you. You target Brigandee, again, right arm. Get rid of their weapon. And now we start going after Brigandee. Gifa, target right arm. That might actually even just kill him. Oh, come on. Yeah, normal weapons do not have a feedback problem. So that is definitely something we need to consider in all this. Because they don't have the issue of, I'm going to do damage back to you. So I think if we do a replay of this, like whenever the full version releases, I'm probably going to go agility unless they change that miscast system. And just go possibly a crossbow character or a gun character in the back line. Brigandee is just have... Oh, he has heals. Okay. We're just going for KOs now. We do outnumber the random encounters here. So I do think we are mildly overpowered for what we are. Just go ahead and keep whacking him. Let's see. Oh, we actually... Yeah, because we're in the back line, we can't do the other thing. So yeah, we're going to have to just invest in magic so that we deal as little damage to ourselves. Because we've already committed to it. So unless we find a respec thing. Okay, that's 5 gold. No items from that one, unfortunately. Let's see. How are we looking health-wise? Gifa could probably use a heal. I will risk it, though. We'll do one more fight. Because right now we're sitting at 102. I want to get at least up to like 110, 120 monies. So that we actually have a chance of getting a 6th party member. They probably don't intend you to do this, but I'm gonna. Yeah, we want to go ahead and take this guy's right arm out first. That is our first goal, and then it is start ripping the armor off of that other guy. Okay, Selgar took a little bit there. Bile in on Cephas. The miscast. Jesus. Oh, you can cause bleeding? With what, you bitch? Since you decided to do that, goodbye. Brigand C, right arm. And start double striking on the Brigand. And then we start in on Brigand D. I do get very annoyed at the miscasts. I know it's a side effect of it, but it's not like we do more damage than the normals. God. Yeah, once we get rid of his armor, we will try severing that limb. Definitely going to have to rest after this. Double strike on them. Magic, bile, you. And we can't get, like, stronger poison. It is literally just poison or not poison. So goodbye, Brigand B. I don't think we really have too much to fear from these guys. We can start building up annoying status effects, but I don't think we're actually in any danger fighting these unless we do something stupid. Or they get really good rolls and we get really shit rolls. Okay. We did get a medicinal moss from that. Let's go rest again. We'll check the thing to see if we can get that 6th character, but after that, it's maybe just armor and stuff, if anything. Abuse the resting mechanic. Check the board. We have 114, but he is 129. Oh, you are perfect. You are exactly what I wanted. He's probably going to cost us more gold because of that descriptor, but... Status. What is your upkeep? I wish I actually would display their upkeep. So we have 2 militia crossbow characters. Let's go ahead and go formation sign. Go ahead and go to the back. So now we have 3 in front, 3 in back. 2 of them are crossbow users. Although I think we're going to actually put sign on the musket. It's higher damage, but he's going to be slower with it. And should we go ahead and... Do we have spare armor? No. We would need 50 gold to get another spare armor. I don't think we want to bother with that. Because, yeah, soldier armor is 50. And I do think the militia crossbow only gets a 6, yeah. So out of these, I'm going to buy a couple rags. And I'm going to buy a couple corrosive oil. Actually, no, we're not going to buy any corrosive oil. We have enough camp, so it is medicinal moss for the rest of it. It brings us down to 0. How many medicinal mosses do we have? I do not know. Inventory? 23. Yeah, we have enough healing. We have the crossbow in case the gun doesn't work out for us. What are your stats, by the way? You're better at melee than that. You have actually decent agility, though, so that means we could go evasion tank on you. Which is actually slightly tempting. Just to see if it can work. Because I'm assuming it's basically conflicting with the enemy's chance to hit, essentially. So, like, if they have an 80% chance to hit and you have 100% dodge... Time for Knothag's Forest. I have a feeling, yep, there is somebody in here. Hi. Old man's furrowed brow entirely conceals his eyes from view, but he seems to register your question. Ah, another wretched soul for Knothag, have we? I'm sorry? You're not from here to offer you dead? Folk rarely seek passage through the forest these days. No, they come to cremate the souls of those who wronged them and condemn them to an eternity of misery. I wouldn't venture into the forest itself. No, sirs. No, I wouldn't. The otherworld spirits that haunt the fungal glades are impervious to mortal weapons, see? There's only one way to defeat them, and it ain't easy. How do I defeat the spirits? Well, my ma always said that those otherworldly spirits, poor souls, managed to escape Knothag's afterlife, and now wander the forest unable to leave. She told me that in her youth some brave knights of Clade Tragus needed to hurry through the forest, and they smeared their swords with soul moss, so their blades became attuned to the other world, and they could cut through spirits like they were slicing shroom stems. Now I always keep a clump or two, just in case the story was true. You can have some. I'll be fine, the spirits never come this far. Spirits of the Soul Garden, otherwise otherworld attuned added. Moss often grows in the shells of snails, so if you need more, just try scraping some off of those. Of course, could be that it's all a load of snail shit. My ma was always fond of her fanciful tales. Why are the cremated here? Well, in times long past, in the time of my great-grandpa and great-grandma, Knothag was a kind and benevolent soul gardener he was. Like any soul gardener, he offered to take the souls of the dead into his care. Each soul gardener cultivates their own afterlife in the otherworld. A special realm where the dead can find peace. Knothag's realm was supposed to be a fine place to lay your ancestors to rest. Oh no. And then everything turned evil, and we all got murderized. Only sometime when my ma was young, something changed. Folks say Knothag went mad. Turned his afterlife into a cursed place, and would spout some nonsense about revenge on those that wronged him. These days, folks only come to the forest to cremate those they hate. Rogues and villains and the like. Because they know they won't find no rest in Knothag's garden. In these troubled times, there ain't no virtuous soul gardeners left, see? Knothag's mad, Aceling's disappeared, Clotta's said to have fled to the continent. No, those of us still breathing have to accept we'll face a dark death with no afterlife waiting for us. You be careful out there, right? Okay. Okay, so our backliners... Definitely want you to have one. Oh, it's not equipment? Inventory? Oh, do I have... Is it a consumable in battle? Oh, no. That's not good. We have one character that can actually hurt these things without having to use that. That's actually really not good. That's no bueno, good man, good sir, good madam. Feels like we should have gotten some more casters. I see a thing over there. Is that one of the forest spirits? That's a snail. Guarantee you that's a snail. And this is going to be where the spirits are. That's probably a spirit. Actually, can we interact with this statue? I didn't even think to do that. I mean, it is literally just a woman. Crumbling statue of a young woman clothed in local regalia of those who tends to the soul gardens. Spot an engraving nearly worn away. Give thought to Ayok, the humblest of Kanathag's servants. Unjustly condemned to a dark death, her sacrifice will not go unpunished. Aww. So that's why he turned evil. Evil. I'm guessing that's a snail. It's got arms, though. Wait for it to turn around so I can get an ambush on it. Oh, nope, it spotted me. I think we might have got advantage on it. Hello, creepy snail thing. Head. Target. Head. Target. More head blows. Yeah, I think I might switch him back to crossbow so it's faster. Because we do tend to target body parts. So maybe it is better to go... So, and now we just attack? Oh, it got a last chance. Oh, no. Too bad it was poisoned. Soul Moss, thank you. And we did get a level up. So, yeah, I'm going to switch him back to crossbow. So, Gifa first. You go ahead and go up to 10 there. And we'll get you some more HP. Because you kind of need it. Now she's at 52, so it's at least reasonable, like, in line with our frontliners. Sign. Equipment. You're going to switch back to the militia crossbow because it's actually relatively fast compared to the rifle. I generally prefer faster attack speeds on stuff, so... So I have a feeling that snail is going to be respawnable. What is the story here? Okay, so that opened a tower. Question is, where is said tower? I don't know. I'm guessing it's in the woods, but I could be wrong. Can we scrape more from you? No. Okay, so that opened that. This thing's gonna try and fight us. Use item. You can only use it on yourself? Ugh. Oh, it still does damage. Yeah, we can still deal damage with our normal weapons. I don't know. I mean, I guess I guess on some level it does lower our damage, but why should we really care about that much? And yeah, just attack this guy. He severed his weapon. Okay, so that only does 1 damage. That sucks. But soldier in the back, right arm. So they can punch through our armor as well. They have like pretty decent. Roll 25, okay. 4 damage to negated. So they have a level of piercing to them. You just double strike the soldier. Keep biling the back guy. Yeah, try and cleave him with the normal. Yeah, he negates a lot of our damage, I think. So yeah, they are tougher, but I think we'll be okay. Target back guy's right arm again. There we go. Make them lose their weapons. Maybe we can steal one of their astral weapons as well. Here I was thinking our weapons were going to just do no damage. No, we're fine. I was stressing over nothing. No money, no upkeep. Cool. So they just take a portion of it anyway. A leaf of foreign. Okay. Enables magic channeling. Anchor spellcasting items will allow you to cast channeling. These are separate from Codex spellcasting items, which allows shaping spells. While shaping magic is physically based and very powerful, channeling magic is of the other world and has spells that can buff allies and demoralize foes. Perfect. So that is equipment for us. Let's see what magic we have. Abilities. Grants haste, increasing turn rate, single target. I think out of the two of those, Tatty Codex is the one we want, because haste is nice, but we have 6 characters. One of them getting an extra attack is actually not that significant for us. You are a shrine. That's where we're going to spawn if we have to exit the game. At least how I'm understanding it. Locked gate. Can we get into this water over here? No. What is hiding from us? It feels like we're going to get an enemy that spawns out of the mist. Come at me. I think I missed. Oh, you've got... Ugh. You've got... Ugh. In the front line. Okay. I'm going to definitely go after your head. And Snail A, go after the head on that. Snail B, go for the head. Magic Bile on Snail C. Because it's got the creepy hair. It means it's stronger, right? Target. Snail B. Head again. There's another gouged eye. And you target backline trying to get that gouged eye. Snail C, head again. There. Oh, we got a crit on it as well. Nice. We don't need to target those. Just start chopping them up. Probably should have done double attack there, now I think about it. And since it has a low chance to hit, I do like the last chance system exists, but because it's kind of similar to the Darkest Dungeon one. I kind of wish it had other effects linked to it, like last chance gave a courage boost or something. Or if they had high courage, they'd have a higher chance of it. Maybe they do, but it hasn't been mentioned as a mechanic yet. So you could kind of go for like pushing that by going high courage. And they ate 2 of our gold, unfortunately. They eat a portion. Okay. Got a tower over there on the right. There's also a chest. I will gladly take the chest as well. More soul moss. Live moss. That's another one opened. Okay. I'm guessing that's this one. I don't see an enemy in here. Channeling spell lowers enemies' courage, making them easier to hit. Once obtained, the spell is available for everyone. Yay! Cannot wait until we can actually buy spells. I would love to be able to get a healing spell. That would be the biggest boon for me in this game. Even if it's a shitty healing spell. Just being able to heal. You chop off all the limbs, and then you spend the rest of the round healing while they slowly punch at your armor. I see you up there. That one's still sealed. They're looking for another tower. So always stab at them. At least you'll have a chance of getting advantage. Okay, so sign, snail C, head. Yeah, if we can get them blinded, even better. I'm going to actually go double strike on snail A. Almost killed it. Damn you. Bile in on you. Yeah, we'll take out the frontliners. Just brutalize them real quick, and then we will go target Snail C's head. Still no blinded, sadly, so they're going to be able to get an attack off. Oh, they did chitin. Okay, that's actually fine for me. Because we just want to keep targeting head. I think you have to do a certain amount of damage to actually get those to proc. But I could be wrong. It feels like it, because we haven't ever gotten it on like a low damage hit. We've only ever gotten it on a I am totally destroying you, I'm actually doing real damage kind of hit. I don't know what the little wing symbol is. They have a lot of status effects on them. Oh, you got a hit. You bastard. Sorry, but that doesn't really make you... Oh, they automatically get last chance every single time, it feels like. You're poisoned, so it's not going to matter. Got a 4. We need a 6 on a D100, it feels like. Soul Moss and Medicinal Moss. And we got another level up. We got abilities. Oh, you have a new perk available as well. Sweet. Let's go. We're going to go a little bit of grit, get us up to 50 health, and then we'll go more magic. And abilities. Cast higher level shaping magic, channeling magic, being able to cast higher level spells with lower chance of success. When failing to cast a spell, miscast will no longer gifted. Tune stats, which allows physical attacks to deal damage to them. Thief steals items from enemies. Allow use of item and repositioning as bonus actions that can be used after a regular action. I want one of our frontliners to have Thief. Damage dealt when close to dying. Scaling with melee and range stats. On you, I'm going to go with gifted. So now you don't have to worry about that. And I am looking forward to some of these other characters getting to level 3 now. Because some of them perks be good. Okay, so that one is a harpy. I think it's that tower right there. You have an enemy. I think that guy's guarding it, but I'm not sure. Nope, he didn't spot us. Gladly take some coin. That unlocks that chest. Hopefully that is another spell. I'm looking forward to the full release of this already. I'm as much as I am like nagging on little things, just as like a hope that maybe they'll kind of do slightly better quality of life things. One thing I do wish is that you could have like a non like up your butt view as the default. Just let me have isometric as the default artifact, but I'm enjoying the game itself. I am loving this. I could play this for 10 hours straight. Artifact that will attune one with the other world, increasing the bear's damage against face spirits that lurk in the dark corners of the world. So that's what I was thinking the dust was. I thought it was going to be an accessory. So as far as who we want to equip that on, our highest damage melee character, which is you. So now you are always attuned and able to damage them. Do we need healing on anybody? I don't think anybody is so bad off that they need healing yet. This foreboding music is great too. It's just, it is very cliche, and kind of repetitive, but it sets the mood really well. Okay. Target. I think we go Soul Soldier C. Right arm. Didn't get rid of his right arm there. You are going to target this guy's right arm. Not enough to disarm him. You target his right arm. Magic Bile on Soldier C. Well, at least the miscast didn't hurt us that time. That's why we took the ability. Soldier A, again, right arm. Rob them of their weapons as soon as possible. And yeah, these guys get through our armor regardless, so we do need to be slightly aware that they are going to fucking hurt. There we go. Got rid of his weapon at least. Now it's the only other one back there needs it gone. Still didn't break that one's arm. Two miscasts in a row. God dang it. Soldier A, yes. Right arm. Lovely. So those front two can only punch us now. So we just want to start beating on them. Should I use up the moss? Probably, but am I going to? Probably not. Those guys in the back are being pretty evasive. We do not do much damage, sadly. Okay, so soul soldiers are going to get through our armor, unfortunately, because they have piercing on their fists because they are ghosts. There we go. How you poison a ghost, I do not know. There's one down. Take down the other one. That way we can start in on the back row with our mainliners. Still having a hard time getting rid of that weapon, but it's what we're trying for. Still not disarmed. I want to get Thief on one of our frontliners, though, because that would basically give me the ability to hopefully steal some of these weapons they have. I mean, obviously, I don't think we're going to be able to steal a ghost's weapon, but I would love the ability to steal weapons from, like, living enemies. God, she's brutal. Normal difficulty is being kind to us at the moment. They don't carry gold. They're dead. Okay, I don't see any more loot over here. We got that taken care of, which gave us the ability to hit them. Let's go ahead and take our level up. Should go ahead and get leveled up. Status on you. Where are you at? Let's go. Yeah, we're going to go really just high melee grid on him. Abilities. Lethal blow for greatswords and sweep for spears. I don't think he's the one we want Thief on, so I'm going to go powerful on him. I think we're going to go Thief on either Kirka or Gifa. I think we're going to go Kirka as the Thief. That or Sign. I don't know if Thief can be done from the back line is the thing. I can... Oh, it's probably in here. Where are you? Lucky, hardy, extra fingers, accurate. Is it opportunist? Nope. Doesn't actually list it in this one. I don't know if I can steal from the back line. If I can, I would love it. The music is getting more and more foreboding. Come at me, snails. You're not a big snail, though. Oh, there's 5 of you. Lovely. And I think we do just rip through them as hard as we can. Oh, he's so good. It's you. Cleave through this one. Magic bile on you. Attack you. There's 3 snails down, essentially, because we are probably going to be able to, yeah. Oh, that didn't kill you. Okay, damn. So now we have poison on ourselves, which sucks. Magic, bile, that one. Man, I wish I could have waited. It probably would have been... Oh, no, we have a double attacker still before they get a turn. And he is strong. Yeah, he can take them out solely, like by himself. Okay, levels up. Oh, we got another level 3. Sweet. Kirka. Some party members leveled up. Sweet. And we don't retain poisoned, thank God. Actually, wait a minute. No, we don't. That's just the background color of her picture. I was like, wait a minute. Is she still poisoned? No. So, Kirka. I'm going to try... Oh, no, he's not level 3 anyway. So, yeah, we might as well do Kirka as a thief. You are ranged. You are a militia crossbow guy. So, let's go ahead and get your accuracy up. And then we go to you. We'll get your grit up to 10. And a bit more melee. Abilities. Item repositions. Bonus actions. These can be used after regular action battle, though they still add turn delay. Thief. Swipes items from enemies. Okay, so if we don't need Kirka to disarm someone, we can just steal from them. Shaping spell grants Harden, which decreases health damage. Once obtained, the spell is available to any character with a Shaping Codex. Sweet. Now we have Hardened. Let's get out of there. So that is our next zone out. I think that's actually back to the beginning. Because, yeah, we have the save point right here. And no, we can't camp in dungeons. We have to be in the overworld for it. Okay, so if we tab... It's not that. We want to go to abilities on you. Yeah, you have Chitin and Bile. Which, hey, we've been seeing enemies use Chitin. As opposed to Crichton. That opens that door. Let's double check that there's not something on... I'll just walk like this. Make sure there's not something on this side. Okay, there's not. So, let us wander into the abyss. Because, yeah, the current early access is only the first chapter of the game. So we're going to probably play the entire chapter before I release the video. Okay, so we've got you, which is a party one, I believe. I don't think we have... I don't think most people would have reserve party members at this point. Okay, so nothing that way. This feels like a boss arena. Like, if we step in there, that's going to be a boss fight. But I also think it's necessary to get this door open. The shimmering pool of water has an uncanny quality. Beneath the ripples, you do not see your reflection, but a vast city of resplendent towers. You step into the pool. At first, you feel cold stone beneath your feet, but the floor sags underfoot and suddenly buckles under your weight. You fall through the water and into a searing sky. You're not underwater, but tumbling through the air. When you stop screaming, you notice the towers speeding past you on your descent. They're all floating, some interconnected with walkways, others simply dangling midair. You plummet in the midst of an impossible flying city with the ground rushing to meet you. The impact should kill you, but instead you crumple into an abyss of pain. You do not know how long you lie there, but the agony is all-consuming. After fading in and out of consciousness, you gain the composure to stand. There's no doubting it. You are in the other world. By the looks of it, some sort of afterlife for the local clads. Your only hope is to petition its soul gardener, wherever they are. You're in a small urban square, surrounded by grounded towers. A gate leads further into the city. You also notice a small, rusted bell among the cobblestones. Ring the bell. The bell makes a dull note when you ring it, emits a faint glow, and after that, nothing. At your wit's end, you lie back on the floor, finding not the strength to do aught else. You're starving and your stomach gnaws at you from within, but death never comes. Who knows how long you lie like this until a flash of light. You're not in the city, but a resplendent palace chamber. A being of surreal beauty floats before you, all eyes, wings, and mouths. You find you cannot look directly at it, for its grandeur is blinding. A warm feeling... okay, task updated, show must go on. A warm feeling flows through your body. But you are not of my flock. Your heart still beats. Seems thou art a foreign creature, warm-blooded, wandering aimlessly in my garden. Unfortunately, thou cannot be allowed to continue like this. Do not worry, as thou art not of my flock, I will limit thy torment and suffering as an act of charity. Yeah, target the head. Double strike it. Go for the head. We are actually fairly well hurt as well. So I'm going to use a medicinal moss on myself. Needed a 96 to hit with that. Jesus. Bile. I only needed a 20. So I had like an 80% chance to hit with that. God. He is getting a lot of turns. And it's making me extremely fucking nervous. Okay, target. Head, please. Double strike, and then we do our heals. Use item. Medicinal moss on you first. Use item medicinal moss on Shid. I think the player and Gif are going to be the main attackers, so... We poisoned him. Use item... I think we are actually able to survive a hit, so I'm going to go for the attack. That does 26 damage, so maybe we shouldn't. Use item. Medicinal moss on you. I think you're supposed to lose a character in this fight for some reason. And we'll get you healed. Target. Oh, targeting doesn't matter here. He doesn't seem to take stats effects from the location, so. %5 chance. I'm gonna try again. Technically, I think we have a 4% chance, but I think a 95 is a crit. I'm glad we have a magic caster and Gifa. Think we're fine to take another hit. Think our double attacker may want to use an item here. He's going to double turn. Yep. Ugh. Use item. Medicinal moss on Shid. You attack. Every turn you can, you attack. And I think this might actually kill him, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't have an on-death effect. We survived a god. They did eat up most of our gold there, but I am okay with this. Ah, my sweet soul, thou hast proven quite tenacious. I am impressed. Though it's quite unusual, I will grant thee a brief audience. What would you ask me? Why do you torment your souls? Sudden chill emanates from the soul gardener. My sweet soul, do you not remember what was done? Do you not remember what unforgivable act? I will not utter it here. You've gone rotten. Ah, such malice I have not heard in some time. My souls, they used to rage at me with such fury, but now they accept their fate with grim resignation. I am pleased to see that passion still blooms within these fields. I seek passage through your forest. Ah, sweet child, dost thou mean to say that thee merely wish to pass through? Well, why didst thou not say so? You will return to the waking world and continue on your way. When you are awake, the doors will be open. Suddenly you find yourself gasping for air in the shallow pool. Your companions rush to your aid, and when you're caught, your breath, ask them how long you were down there. Name looks puzzled and replies that it's been 5 minutes at most. That's supposed to probably just be populated with one of the characters that you have in your party. Though your companions seem to bear the cuts and bruises of a recent battle, they have no recollection of fighting the Soul Gardener. It is you and you alone who bears memory of that strange dream. Gather your things and depart. And we do have levels up, and somebody got to level 3. It's you. Selgar, you are farmers. Bum 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 bum. We're gonna go ahead and get you grit so you're over 50. We're gonna get you a better chance to hit with ranged. Commit. Abilities. You're gonna be powerful as well. Main reason is I need you ripping off limbs, and if you're powerful, guess what you can do more of? Ripping off limbs. That said, I want to see how close everyone else is to level 3. You are about 280. You have a long ways to go, but everybody else is doing good. I can't wait until Gifa gets to level 3. Going powerful on that, too. And then we can exit the area. And I think, given our current situation of inventory, actually we're kind of fine. I think I will rest though, just to be on the safe side. And also to experience the rest, because it's been almost 3 hours and we haven't rested yet. My clade would hold the most incredible parties at our Clatch Hall. Glittering fireflies, plates stacked high with the most luxurious of meats. I suppose camping under the stars has a certain rustic charm, but one can't help pining for home comforts. My clade would hold the most incredible... Oh. So we got 2 people who say that. You're a Strigoi hunter? Last of the Selgar line. My paw would throw a fit. Me, last of the Strigoi hunters, a lad who's never seen one of the beasts. That's one we've already heard. I'm guessing these three will have unique stuff, but those two won't. Drunk. I've only had a couple. I still lop off your heads like that, and all three of them. By coming along with you, I've broken my clad bond and disgraced my lineage. But I'll atone, see? With the money I make, I'll bring it back to the village. We'll get better tools, better yields, make it through the winter. Okay. And now we are fully healed. Sign, I need to get his life up as well. But he's going to have to do that when he gets to level 3. So that's back into the forest. This is the back side of this. Do we get yeeted out if we go in there? It's locked. Okay, so we have a thing behind the forest. Over there we have a ruined building. Very ruined. What are these symbols supposed to mean? Strange house. It's got an enemy in it. We've got a tower switch over there. Can't actually interact with that. We are lacking some collision on the environment over here, so I think this area is still early accessy. We have a dude chilling up here. Chillin' is definitely a term I could use for that.
Hello, how you doing?
Demon Defender A. Oh, right arm. Target, Demon Defender A. Again, right arm. Get rid of your weapon. Demon Defender B. Again, right arm. Didn't take his stuff off. Scourer can get wrecked. Okay, so we've severed both the front one's right arms. Zelgar, you could probably target the Scourer's right arm as well. So all they got is nubs to go after us. Oh, they actually have piercing on their nubs. Cool. Pass. 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 We're going to try to steal from him is what I'm passing for. So I think out of these two, I'm going to take you down. And we'll take out your friend. Just so they have less attacks against us. And then we're going to keep trying to steal from you. Because we can take 1 damage. That's not a problem. Pass. 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 Steal. Yeah, steal is not very high accuracy, unfortunately. I do wonder what stat we need to actually boost its accuracy. Probably agility if I had to take a wild guess, though. No levels up. Got a little bit of money from that. We get more money from the environment, unfortunately, but I'm not going to complain. Soldier's Dagger. High Pierce, no break. Very little damage. We apparently have... Oh, this is back where we came from, isn't it? No, we came in through the door. Guy's got problems. We came in through the door, so this is a whole different spot. That looks like it's got a smile. I'm just saying. This tree looks like it's smiling at me. Oh, it takes us back out. What? I don't think they'll respawn. Oh, he did. Okay, so that's exit there. We need to go this way. Some more loot. Ooh, 20 coins. Yes. Oh, so I have to worry about basements too. Okay. Okay, game has just surprised me. I was not expecting this in early access. I was trying to stab it. Old Gloam armor, always going to be targeting your arms. 20 damage negated. Target. Right arm. Target. Right arm. It is negating a lot of damage. That's bile your ass. 0 damage, but it does get poisoned. What is our steal chance, actually? 28%. I'm going to keep going after your arm first. We're rolling like crap, by the way. Actually, you double strike to get rid of some of that armor. Magic. More bile, I guess. Miscast. We had a 90% chance of hitting that. $38 damage still negated. How much armor does this shit weasel have? Jesus. All of it. We've only gotten rid of a quarter of it. Right arm still. Okay. Use item. Medicinal moss on shield. Right armor again. I'm gonna make sure that Gifa stays up, I think. I think this thing might be able to do enough damage to take us down in one turn. Magic bile. Still not breaking its armor, sadly. Right arm again. I'm really just trying to cut off its limbs at this point and remove its armor. Oh, use item, medicinal moss on Kirka. We do not need a character dying. Okay, right arm again. Although we might lose one because that was like through our armor. We're doing absolutely awful. I'm going to do that on Shid first. Right arm. This is probably what's going to kill us. Use item, medicinal moss. Yeah, keep stripping that armor. Okay, magic. Another chitin there. Getting our front line hardened. Yeah, if we can get rid of its armor, we can start chopping off its limbs. We are going to have to be still pretty aggressive with it. No longer poisoned, but doing a crap. Oh, now she's bleeding. Great. Magic, chitin on you. Double strike to get rid of more armor. Slowly chipping off its armor here. Use item. We're going to use a rags to get her bleeding off of there. Because I do not like the situation of her bleeding right now. Target. Right arm again. Please stop missing. For the love of God, roll higher than a 10 one of these days. Medicinal moss on you. This is a... We're burning so many resources on this fight. Weapon skill. Piercing shot. Do we go piercing shot again? Yeah, we might. Try to go for kills, but I would like to try and steal from this guy at least once. Never mind. Because I do wonder what enemies have, but our steal rate is just so low. It's kind of one of those things, do we bother with it? Almost level 4 on some characters there. Some party members have leveled up. I don't think we were supposed to take that fight right there. Okay, status. Get some more grit on her. We'll get her over 60. Commit there. Abilities. She is going to just be increased damage. And then sign. I think we're going to see if you can get steal. Get rate and evasion. That does improve our hit rate as well. And this improves our range damage. But yeah, we're going to go agility on him. And we are going to go with the thief. So dark down here. So dork down here. Okay, so that is dead ends on either side of this guy, I think. Yes. Wasn't sure if those were doors or not. Old gloam documents are spread across the table. Mold and decay have rotted through most of the pages, but it looks like some are still legible. Look through them. The top pages crumble into putrid dust as you try to pick them up. Brushing away the residue, you manage to find some intact papers. After rifling through a few illegible pages, you once again find a document with a bat symbol, which reminds you of the Kuvas coat of arms. It's connected to the previous document you found. Old gloam writing is different, though not totally alien lexicon to present-day Gloomish. So you can make out a few symbols and phrases here and there. Just as you are wondering why you're wasting your time with this, a symbol catches your eye. Much of the page is rotted away beyond comprehension, but you can make out the following. 3. I.3. There seems to be nothing else of interest here. .3. So the game has hidden shit with dangerous enemies. And we also had a chest there that we missed the entire time. Soldier's Axe. Oh, I think that is another mace. I am hearing noises. So I'm trying to clip outside of the... Oh, it's that thing. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and equip a better mace. Probably on... I'm going to put it on you. And you are going to have Soldier's Dagger on your offhand. Sitting at 111 gold. Interesting. I wonder if we've missed any of those, because that wall that we destroyed was blended in very well. Okay, so we have gate over there, we have a building up there, but we also have this hiding back on this side. I will check it out in a minute, because I'm always curious if the beaches are going to be a thing. Dogos? We've got dogos. Okay, so you can't steal from the back line. Good to know. Target the head. Double strike that hound. Ow. So they have piercing damage. I mean, of course, teeth. Magic bile on the back line. He's poisoned. With 20% chance to steal, I'm going to go for it. Nothing to steal. Okay, so they can try to steal on things that don't have... Oh, you got last chance, but you're also poisoned, bitch. Means you're going to take damage at the start of your turn. Poisoned is strong. Didn't level up on that one, sadly. We did get 1 gold from it, though. Anything else over here? Doesn't look like it, so it is literally just in this forest. Shaper's Tower. This is probably where we can buy spells, judging by the name of it. That or we have to fight Shapers for spells. I am seeing a snail there. Hi. They are attacking us, so we are going to fight back. Bandits? Why are there bandits in here? They're just brigands, though, so... Right arm, gone! Aww. Brigand A, get rid of him. And start cleaving this guy in half. Oh. 1 shot. Okay. Brigand C, I guess. Try to steal? I tried. Just taking out their limbs. And right arm again. So all they can do is punch at us, which is going to likely miss a lot or do 0 damage. Easy enough. Double strike on them. I'm going to try to do 1 more steal on them. Maybe we'll get lucky and actually steal something. Pass. Steal. Yeah, it is definitely a melee skill. Unfortunate. So he's got wasted slot. I don't know if we'll be able to respec, but that is something we could learn in the future. Maybe the Shaper's Tower got invaded by brigands? Hello. Just one of you. Double strike. This might actually just kill it. Almost. They do have last chance. But I don't think I'm gonna try stealing from it. I'm just gonna kill it. We'll get some of our energy, not our energy stuff, our ethereal targeting stuff soon. Can we not go above level 3? $28 coin, thank you. Nothing on the bottom floors of that. Yeah, we get to go up and figure out what's going on in here. The Shaper's Tower has been shaped into the shape of pain. Hello, are you going to attack us? The first thing that strikes you as you approach this creature is the smell. Musky, acidy, but not necessarily foul, since something about it reminds you of so many familiar herbs. Second thing is the sound, heavy trembles that resemble breathing, secreting out of every fold of the monstrous bodies standing in front of you. Shaper? Suddenly a muffled voice breaks silence. Not a demon, surely. Perhaps a shaper? Monster echoes your thoughts, speaking out in a gesturing tone without even opening its maw. Is there even a maw? Pardon me. It speaks, the monster chuckles, but can it sing? Finally, you realize that this creature in front of you must be wearing a very curious suit of living armor, but deep inside there must be a human still. A shaper, could it be? A true, honest-to-maker's shaper of the old? Forgive me, child, but this is way too easy to read you. Even those companions of yours are a book closed tighter than you are. What do you mean, a book? They expel a long sniffing sound. Read you I must, then. You come from Drainog, child, home o' hedgehog kin. It is not a home to you, and really it wouldn't be a home to anyone anymore. You never called a single place your true home, that is, with lack of the most luxurious of privileges, acceptance. Yet still Clade Tragus is closest to your heart. Why can't the road be my true home? You're of the Dry Feds creed, are you not? Each scar that covers your skin is pink and fresh, yet proclamations of the long-dead poet are echoing everywhere around you. One of your troops spent last night scrubbing his soiled bridges clean again. His makers might as well announce that there's a coward walking. This friend of yours, they point at Selgar, bears memories of 1,000 creatures slain. Pray tell me, child, if one should still live, could there be a plot of revenge? That's the face of someone who would not sleep tonight. Next reading, you died once, but here you stand, and you must think yourself one of a kind to be this way. But shoo away those dire delusions all at once. My child, your lack of historical perspective will do you no good in your survival. So, makers speak to you. Whether I want them to or not, your makers betray each step you've taken since the day you were born. They even warn me of the way you are going to die. Although, with that lot, you should never be too trustful. So call me a shaper, and I will call you player. The makers made us so why not humor them? Can you teach me any magic, sell me trinkets? Yes, you have potential, child. There are things I could teach you, secrets I could impart. I only ask for your devotion and coin. The stuff may be useless to me, being mere matter, but sacrifice is prudent, and I will not ask for your blood. Leaf and Anchor and Tatty Codex. Hex is a channeling spell, causes damage over time to any enemy in that spot. Phage is a shaping spell, damages a single target with a swarm of insects. High Pierce and Break. Alloy restores defense lost during battle by repairing armor. Restores health and stops bleeding. Oh, it's a healing spell! Yes. What do we want to sell? Rusty musket. Rusty sword can go away. Rusty mace can go away. Don't have enough to get alloy. Reducing accuracy. I really do think Clot is the best one here. Phage we want, but we do not have the resources to buy it. Because Leaf and Anchor cost only gets us 8. That gets us, I believe, 1. Yeah. Soul Moss is 1 each as well. Although, since we don't really use it, this is a 65. So we need 15 more. So 2 campfires in the leaf and armor? Because it is 80, right? Yeah, it's 80. Leaf and anchor. But then we lose access to channeling magic. I'm going to do it because we are leaning into this. And I want something that actually does damage instead of just poison. So abilities. We have Chitin, Phage, Bile, and Clot. So we have healing, we have damage. We are the caster. Go ahead, child, ask away. Telling me about shaping. Reshaping the world by means of the makers. Every spec shaping is a matter of all matters. And then... see any codex on you. You know, those tiny buggers had all the time in the world to get familiar with me, and... okay. Shaping spells, commands, and schemes. You'll find some sort of key that little builders of the world were taught to recognize and fancy. So clutch the key under your command, and the maker should rebuild small portions of it. So, okay. That's all. There's a lot of lore here. I want to explore it whenever the game fully releases. How poignant. The ever vain humanity began to mock the Shaper, and in anger, our creator quickly changed time itself to be so short that even centuries of tireless human prayers would never be enough for a single sound to be heard. How sad. As the first Shaper began to second-guess themselves, was I too harsh? Have they been punished enough already? A human time had come to an end, and it was finally our turn to vanish. As you decipher the morals of this story, child? How can we be so sure our time has run out already? Moral of the story, child, is that you should never comment on a Shaper's appearance. They wave you a courteous goodbye. This is fine. And a rusty pistol. I wonder how fast that one is. That might actually be a good alternative to the crossbow, especially if it's a one-hander. Equipment... yeah, it's a one-hander for us. So we could get 2 pistols and dual wield for the back line. I do wonder why these guys attacked us, though. I guess they're not loyal to the Shaper. Could be wrong, though. I'm surprised by how much there is in the game so far. Let's go to...
the next village.
I don't think it's going to let us attack with the pistol from the back line, but willing to take a stab at it. Ooh, cutscene. Kvass! Ooh, I did not mean to sync up with the music there. Literally went as it did. Every year my village's harvest shrinks. I've slogged for weeks so we can pawn some valuables at the Kvass market to earn some coin. But now they want me to sit in a tub sweating and puking for even longer? Who will watch my wares all while my village starves? Not me. Yes, I am walking through. Stop right there. By the authority granted me by Clade Tragus, rightful rulers of Kuvas, I am obliged to let old Varti here give you a sniff. That's your dog, I take it? Aye, and a fearsome mutt at that. That's why we gave him the name of the infamous Emperor of Legend, Vartani. I think you mean Vartano. What, you some sort of scholar? Let's just get it done. With a nod from his handler, he bounds over with his driveling jaw and all the crevices of your person, getting its foul-smelling saliva all over your clothes. You're a mind to be annoyed if you weren't already covered and crusted in blood and grime. Dog continues his manner with all your companions, occasionally barking when it seems dissatisfied. Aye, Varti sniffed out your humors. Looks like you got some tragus in you after all. But your fellows, their humors are off. From his barking, sounds like they got bellyfuls of foreign scob. They'll have to wait for you in the bathhouse. I'm going to try and pet the dog. Teeth are around your arm. Blood. Okay, guard chuckles. Quarantine seems stricter these days. Aye, by the Peacekeeper's decree, many of your regional gates are locked down of late, and nowhere stricter than here in Curvus. Even our allies from the Drainog are being asked to bathe for a week before they can walk the streets. Still keeps town free of foreign humors and wretched miasmas. All right. He nods as you pass. So do they just get into the back line or something? We didn't take any damage from that, at least. Hello. As drenched in foul-smelling liquid, you aren't sure whether this is bathwater or discharge from one of his many guests. In the back rooms, you hear occasional howls of pain, and you think a constant chorus of retching. Want to rest for the night. Causing a right mess in the Scob Basp's tragus skin, you can spend the night in a private sauna, just throw a few coin for the trouble. How much is it? Because I have 1 coin. I'm assuming this feel okay. I swear I can already feel my ears getting pointy. How you doing over here? How are you doing over here? Yeah, they are in the baths, which I find hilarious. Did that heal us? That did heal us. Okay, medicinal moss. Watery scob is a better healing item. It costs 4. Got cheap booze. We got healing scob, which is probably, yeah, big heal. So I'm guessing this is going to be about what our spell heals. Restore courage. We have no money, though, so leave. I should probably do some farming. Oh, that camera angle right there was just... In we go. Guess our party members can't be in here. Probably going to be mad at me for that, but I don't care. Oh, that's fine. I can go out the front and leave if I want to. I think is what that's for. I don't think it's going to actually get them mad at me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. Okay, so there's stuff back there. Hello, village, my old friend. That's the price of shrooms. Every year it doubles and more cladless fools just disappear. But city folk never spare spare thoughts for the farms. The tithes are killing them just as quick. True. The young troubadour is playing a haunting melody on a volt fiddle. She flicks a switch and, as if by fey magic, tune continues from a lightning-powered contraption. She sets down the fiddle, closes her eyes, and sings an ethereal hymn over the music. Enraptured, you find yourself listening to the whole performance. When it's over, the square is silent apart from the distant hum of lightning heaters and the pattering of rain. Applaud. Hey, my fellow, I know you. You're a performer for the Tragus Company, right? I saw you in the Tragus Theater before you hit the road. I won't jest, when you played Vartano, I was pretty wooden. I've always respected the company, though. Where's the rest of you? Demons and Drainog. They're gone. The whole company, damn, that's fucked. She sighs, cradling her head in her palm. When you lot got back, I was gonna audition, had it all planned out. He looks up at the giant cloth-covered screen behind her. When I was a babe, back when the delusion discs still span, I dreamt of getting my music on the lightning wires. All the Kuvas would know my name, I was sure. course, then the sudden silence happened, and our dreams gave way to nightmares. It was a beautiful performance. She bears the songs a contrafactum, an imitation. When I was a kid, the great transceiver still lit up the lightning wires. You could spin up your delusion disc, and like a dream from the other world, you could see and hear the most beautiful things. This song is half-remembered melody from back then. Like so much of our culture, the original was lost to the sudden silence. I don't even know the artist's name. Must have been pretty young at the sudden silence. I was only a babe, but those days are burned in our memories, right? Remember the screams of my ma rushing downstairs and seeing my parents bewitched in the glow of the delusion glass. They looked at me, heads askew, and shuffled towards me with a terrible gait. Behind them, I could see the delusion disc spinning and things spilling out of the glass like our dreams had come alive. My uncle came and grabbed me, took me to safety, said the great transceiver had been possessed by a fey spirit, and those who looked into the delusion glass would become forever lost. And so the townsfolk stopped the delusion discs. Our glass no longer sparkled with illusions, and our hearts were suddenly silent. I never asked my uncle what happened to my parents. I was just too scared of what I knew to be true. Never saw my ma and pa again. Seems pretty empty. You're a Tragus performer, right? You know that people here are frightened. Once upon a time, this square would be bustling with all the people, all watching the big delusion glass up there. But after the sudden silence, people were spooked. It's hard being an artist in this town when many think you could bewitch them. You'd best be going. See you around, my fellow. I want you as a party member. I think your outfit's cool. I know, random. Swear I've heard this melody a long time ago. Probably. 2 harvests ago, I trekked the port of Hafren. Way down the termwards, the sailors there could spin a tale all right. They say the continent is worsening year by year. Demon raids, weird weather, bad crops. Apparently there's some great fortress city further inland where folk are holed up. A few other towns are left. At least that's what they say. Then we have the hiring board here. We have 1 gold. Jaroslav, that is a face. Tatty codex and leather hat, great sword. A lot of people like missing limbs. I think limb missing is going to be a common thing. I thought we'd have less missing limbs whenever we got here, but on that note, let's find a save point, I think. Because I do need to go get some more stuff done. You know what? I will just leave it to the fates. And hopefully we'll spawn somewhere in here that I recognize. So, I will either jump cut or this is going to be the end of a video. Actually, we'll call it an end of a video because this is almost 3.5 hours long. And I will come back with more of this next time. I'm really enjoying this. Bye!